Welcome in, everybody, to another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Mike Wendt, Andy Ferg. Of course, the F is for food. We are the food show you deserve. Thank you to our sponsors this week, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company, Twisted Fate Brewing out of Danvers, Anthony's Roast Beef and Pizza in Tewksbury, Nick's Pizza Subs and Roast Beef on Essex Street in Beverly.
Essex Street
in Beverly. Fibba McGee's Kid, also in Beverly. The world-famous Cabaret Lounge, Route 1 in Peabody, which I'm guessing we're going to have a little bit of talk about this week.
We may have a conversation about that place a little bit.
Have a little bit of talk. Off to a good start, Mike. And, of course,
have a little bit of talk.
Last but never least, number one in our hearts, Bella's Roast Beef in North Andover. Andy, how are you?
I'm not good.
No?
I don't know if we talked about this yet, but I have a bad case of the gout.
It feels like you've had that for like a month.
Yeah, well, it won't go away because I am an idiot and I don't do the right thing to stop it from happening. So the flare-up just keeps flaring up.
What's the right thing? Grabbing a hatchet and taking your foot off?
That might be the answer we're approaching because I'm getting so fucking sick of being in agonizing pain all day long and having to walk around at work with fucking shoes on, which hurt like a motherfucker.
Do you walk around your job without shoes on?
I would like to. I golf without shoes on. I could maybe pull that off.
There's a lot of nails in your job, pal.
There might be, take the risk.
no risk, no reward.
That's right. So I went to the doctor today because the medication that they gave me for the gout has a lot of side effects, but it also solves the problem.
What are the side effects?
You shit yourself.
Fun. You
shit a lot. You shit maybe 25 to 30 times in a given day.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
It's more than 1 hour. If you're awake 18 hours, maybe because I stay up late.
How the fuck are you leaving the bathroom?
You're in there every 20 minutes, and it's not like you're taking you're not going to get gross. You're not pooping. You're just fucking leaving it out your ass.
You're vomiting. You're vomiting out your ass.
Vomiting. Yeah, stomach biles coming out your shit pipe with little specks.
Must be so fucking raw back there.
Listen, let me get here. This is what's important. So this stuff is called colchicine. And a long time ago, my doctor and my father both suggested that I overdose on colchicine because it'll work faster the more you take.
I mean, any drug addict knows that's true.
Of course. And if you can handle it and you won't die, you can just keep on taking it and popping it every hour. So here I am just fucking shitting and taking pills and shitting and taking pills. And I'm dying in the bathroom. Yeah. It's not working. The pain's not going away, but I have a new pain called rectal fucking burn.
I'm rectal.
Rectal burn.
Not erectal burn.
You eat buffalo wings, then the next morning you might have a rough movement, or picante pizza from the local shop, Panini's near me, which is a hot Italian sausage with cherry peppers. Yep. That makes me have a really bad morning. It hurts coming out. That times 1,000.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there on the couch the other night, dying. And I can't even sit. I need one of those fucking circular things to sit on, those little, what are those called, ass fucking things?
Donuts?
For hemorrhoids?
Yep.
Yeah, I need a hemorrhoid donut because I can't even sit. It hurts so much.
An ace donut. Yep.
So I look at my wife and I say, I don't talk about poop with the missus. We don't discuss our visits to the bathroom. Those are private. I don't even fart in front of her if I can help it.
Yeah.
I go, listen, I have to ask you a real question. I am struggling right now. What the hell is there? Is there a fucking solution for asshole burn? Like, I'm dying right now. I need help.
Sure.
She goes, witch hazel. The fuck is witch hazel? I don't know. I go, we have any? She goes, we must. I said, why would we have?
What is witch hazel?
I don't know. It's some ancient fucking remedy, I guess, that witches use. She goes off thinking we're going to find it. We're in Maine. Unless she bought it in the last couple of years or it fell from the sky, there's no fucking witch hazel in my house. She goes, we don't have any. I go, what about taking my finger and fingering my asshole with aloe? She goes, it is for burns.
Mrs. Ferg with the jokes.
And I go, well, you know what? Anything worth doing right, leave the room.
Leave the room. Look away, woman.
She goes, you want help? I said, don't make this sexual. Leave me to my own asshole fingering right now. I'll use a cotton swab. This is going to be a clinical experience.
Yeah.
So I take this aloe gel we have for sunburns, put a little on a cotton ball, and I swipe it across the old hole.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I was clean back there, but one thing happens. I should also say this: we live in a septic area in Maine.
Go ahead.
We don't have sewage.
Right.
So that Charmin you love and enjoy so much,
You can't
septic
use it.
safe.
No.
I'm using Scott.
You got the 1-ply sandpaper.
Scott 1-ply sandpaper, and I've ruined my backside.
Because McGrath is giving you tips because he's been living in Shit City for about a week now, and he's one of them is use Puffs Plus, which you can't use. You can't use it there anyway.
Nope.
Yeah, he also says you got to do the pat, no wiping. That seems like it's just going to make a bigger mess. You're just going to smear shit all over your ass.
Yeah, no. The only answer is a bidet or a shower.
Corey's saying he's sure that corned beef and Guinness doesn't fucking help.
Well, thanks, Corey, Captain fucking Obvious. What am I going to take St. Patrick's Day off? My foot hurts? You deal with that on Monday.
Less beer, more bidet.
Oh, geez, these people with their fucking obvious ideas. I know what the problem is. Yeah. The fact I took a month off from the medication didn't help either. So
why didn't you just go to the bidet?
The bidet. I need to get a fucking bidet.
I mean, come on. You either take your medication or go buy a bidet. Because
listen, I got to do a lot of things. I got yelled at by my doctor today.
Yeah,
called me an idiot. So,
called you an idiot.
Yeah, he wasn't my doctor. He was a gay nurse practitioner. I didn't even know. I'm like, we're on idiot basis, buddy. Settle down.
All right.
If you had what I had, you'd have no social life, pal. I listen. I go all the side effects, none of the benefits, pal. So here I am in the bathroom. Got my leg up on the sink.
Yeah. And
I am naked, just gross.
Sure.
I'm on poop number 30. They're not even poops. They're asshole puking.
Yeah.
It's yellow. It comes out yellow like when you gag, and it's not cool.
Yeah.
And it burns. Got my cotton swab, got my fucking aloe squirt on there, and I reach back and I give it a fucking and it feels it's very painful at first, but the relief comes pretty quick.
Yep.
But when I come up with it, and it's I have the what was the pristine cotton ball that was white. It's now orange. I'm bleeding.
Oh no!
Everywhere because I can't stop wiping my fucking ass with 1-ply Scotch.
Yeah.
So that was my weekend, and I thought I'd be over it by now because I did all the hard work. But this medicine didn't work except for making me have basically fucking what McGrath had when he had his colon removed. What the fuck happened to that dude?
Right.
Like my whole insides were gone. My foot still hurt. My asshole hurts. And now it's fucking, Tuesday? I woke up this morning in the most pain of any day.
And you've been taking the medicine?
Well, I stopped because it wasn't working. And I was tired of ruining my life.
Weren't you supposed to OD on this? Take more.
I did. I took all of it.
Okay.
I took about 40 of these fucking things. I was taking 2 an hour. The dose is 2 a day.
You might have taken too much. See, that might have been the problem. That's why you were excessively shitting.
Well, I was hoping that's how you get it out of your system.
You were supposed to overdose, not like, I don't know what more than overdose is, but
I was macro dosing is what I was
taking
doing.
Fucking all of them in one sitting.
I was just trying to die. And I didn't. I lived. So I decided to bite the bullet today. I said, I'm going to the doctor. I asked the doctor for a different remedy, and different kind of pill, because the one that usually works isn't working.
Right.
After I was called an idiot for my behavior and, maybe drinking Guinness every day for 60 days and St. Patty's evening and the Saturday before and the day of and the debauchery.
You are on day 60, aren't you?
I haven't done it yet. We're still on the fence about it.
Oh.
I mean, I just don't want to give up. I've come so far, and I'm just going to cut back on the beer, not cut it out. Fuck it. I already have gout. We're going to get more gout. Fuck you.
When's Ireland?
April 12th.
Jesus, man.
I'm taking my medicine. I think it's going to be out of my system. The guy said it just has to run its course, which I don't like that phrasing, because it could take weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're almost not fucking 2 weeks, buddy.
Run its course. That's some bullshit that people tried to sell us during COVID. It's like, we just got to stay the course here. We just got to hunker down for 2 more weeks. It's like 2 weeks turned into 2 fucking years.
Did. I remember all the moments were popping up last week on Memories.
Oh yeah.
People,
yeah.
I guess I'll drink for a couple of weeks. Ah!
Yep.
Wasn't so funny.
No.
So the nurse practitioner, the gay nurse practitioner who didn't enjoy my jokes, who yelled at me high blood pressure. I said, yeah, I'm in fucking pain.
Right.
It's like, your blood pressure is 160 over 100. I said, you made me climb stairs. I have gout. I'm in 9 out of 10 pain. I'm wearing flip-flops. It's 42 degrees out, and even these fucking things hurt. Sorry, I'm a little worked up, Roberto. So, you know what he gave me for medicine? Besides telling me to take the colchicine, just don't abuse it.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is if I run off camera at some point, it's because the colchicine is working.
Okay.
He prescribed me fucking Aleve. Naproxen, which is the medical term for Aleve.
So pain relief.
He gave me Aleve.
Yeah.
He said it's better than Advil. I'm like, oh, yeah, great, thanks. But you know, I am only at a 7 right now in my left foot.
That's not medicine. You can buy it over the counter. You go to a doctor and flash your fucking health insurance card so you can get real shit.
I see. I don't want narcotics. I'm not gonna catch a fucking North Shore addiction.
Get fucking heroin.
I'm 3 years old. I'm not ready to start. Am I 40?
You're almost
44 years old.
Yeah.
I'm 44 years old.
Yeah, you're almost 45.
I'm not looking to catch a North Shore case. I've already dodged that bullet a lot in my life. I'd rather just be in pain.
Smoke crack. Give it a try sometime.
Now he told me what I can do is because he's a generous fella. Not only can I take Aleve, I can take Tylenol at the same time. I said, you spoil me. You sure I can do them both?
You spoil me.
You sure I'm allowed to do both Aleve and Tylenol? What is it, my birthday? So that's what's going on with me right now. And I have to work. He says to me, I'll write you a doctor's note for work. I said, I can't give myself a fucking doctor's note, Chief.
I own the company, dickhead.
I own the company. He goes, what do you do? I said, I climb ladders. He laughed. I said, what's funny? I'm not kidding. I'm on a ladder all day, up and down, with fucking gout.
Is he over here talking shit about the working man?
No, he didn't make that mistake. He did not make that mistake. He had respect for the working man. Us men who work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Us blue-collar folks, respect.
Mm-hmm.
Respect.
Mm-hmm. So you get any Vikes, any perks, nothing good?
I might start taking mushrooms. I heard they're good for inflammation.
I mean, you should just start mainlining Novocaine. See what the fuck that does.
I almost told the guy, just take it off. Just remove it. End it.
That leg's got to go, Steve.
I think what they say is the lower it is in your body, the better it is for you, because if it goes to the near elbow, it's way worse. I'm like, let's kill it at the foot. Let's kill the fucking thing.
Look, I mean, arguably, we're all going to be replacing our parts with, robot parts anyway. So why not get started, man? You can get you just take both of them, get those the razor legs that we've talked about on the show.
Yeah.
Fucking start running marathons. Kids, you'll lose weight real fucking fast.
Bill Burr's got a great bit on that.
Yes, he does.
They fucking outlawed him. They figured it out. It's just, I just want to sit.
Mushrooms make the asshole fingering better too. Thanks, Tashi.
Ooh. Could I use a mushroom to finger my asshole? That's the possibilities are endless right there. So that's how I am. That's how I've been.
Can you take mushrooms rectally?
I don't know. I've never even done a mushroom. I know. We'll talk about him later. I know a guy who loves salad, and I'll ask him.
All right. You go a couple guys that know salad.
You want to recap the Cabaret first, or do beef mask? Let's recap the cab.
Let's recap the cab.
Because that was something, right?
Holy shit! I am still surprised at how well that went. Like, we don't have a good history with live remote broadcasts.
Well, it went well, and I'm going to give two people a huge pat in the back. Yeah. The first one's lesser of the pats, but without him, we couldn't have even considered doing it without spending a lot of money, because we borrowed the equipment from Mo.
Yes, we did.
His mixing board, and without that, I guess we'd had no choice but to drop the money, but borrowing his made life a lot easier.
Well, honestly, it really was the basically, for lack of a better term, the free trial that I fucking needed. Because I've texted you a bunch of times. I've been on the fence of whether or not to buy that exact fucking board, even before I knew Mo had it. And it's like, oh, this is the board I want, but it's X amount of dollars and blah, 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 blah. I need a good month to really, really get it. But after doing it and seeing how fucking easy it was and how well it worked and how well we sounded and the video, like, I was very surprised because this is not a show that's known for its technical prowess.
No, we've never pulled off a live show with any skill or ability.
No.
So for those of you who don't know and weren't behind the scenes and didn't see any posts about it, we stopped at Twisted Fate. So we were supposed to have a producer.
Yes, we were.
That producer bitched out, for lack of a better term, because of being worried about a stripper and him potentially being formerly related by marriage. I guess we can leave it there.
Yeah, that's fine.
He had a familiar relationship with a stripper. He wasn't married to her, but whatever. There's a relationship there, and our producer didn't want to muddy the waters with his kids and his ex and the whole whatever. I don't even get it, but whatever. He didn't want to deal with it.
Look, I think he's scared of vagina. Is personally what it is.
I think he was really interested until he found out where it was. I purposely didn't tell him where it was. I asked him if he was available to do a live show with us, and he said yes, gung ho. Then when he heard it was the Cabaret, I heard crickets for a while. Then I confirmed he was in, and he was in, and then he was in, and he was out.
Don't be scared. It's just pussy.
It's a lot of it too. They were throwing it at her. So
and she was smacking the shit out of her pussy too.
That girl was a champion.
I came walking, like, we finished the show. I'm fucking shutting everything down. I come walking over to say something to you, and all of a sudden I just look at.
Yep,
she was smacking the shit out of it. Like,
I mean, if we're gonna be honest, she was. If you're gonna rate strippers based on personal appearance and size, she was on the bigger side of strippers. You'd expect.
Sure.
She had a lot of ass.
Sure.
Which is a popular thing these days. But even she had a lot of ass.
Yeah.
And she loved to make sure you knew about that ass. She was bumping her ass off the fucking sneeze guard rail. She was doing things that were great.
Yeah.
That's the thing with the Cabaret that's so tremendous. There is everything you want is there. We've been over this.
She knew what she had, and she was accentuating the positive.
There is a flavor for every taste.
Yep,
the Cabaret.
sure was.
So we'll thank Mo first, because without his equipment, we were in big trouble.
Yep.
So we started at Twisted Fate with Dave, and we were going to just go there off hours, have a beer, and figure out the equipment. I couldn't figure out at home. I was trying.
Right.
And I'm not tech savvy. I don't know anything about anything.
Right.
Like, I'm an idiot.
Right.
So you sit down, and you don't know this machine. You're not familiar with it yet.
I spent the night Googling and watching YouTube videos, and I still had to do it even at Twisted Fate.
Yeah, and then I'd say it took a good hour to get to the point where we felt confident. We had to go to once Mike figured it out, we realized we didn't have all the cables we needed because of all the different things that get plugged in.
Right.
Now we're after a few beers at Best Buy, sprinting around the store like we're fucking lunatics trying to buy cables.
Because Guitar Center didn't have it.
Yeah, Guitar Center didn't have what we needed. So Mike gets a gold star for figuring out the equipment, because the show was in a strip club with live music, dancers, extra people, no producer, and the audio is fucking the tits.
Yeah, we had 3 microphones going.
So here's for Michael.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome. No, you would kill it, because again, with all that noise and background bullshit and people everywhere, you could hear us. Yeah. And not them, which was the goal.
Yeah, and a big part of it is the fucking board, because as you know, I've joked and mentioned, it's like it's clearly an upgrade from what I have here, because of all the problems that we have on a regular basis on this show with the audio levels and stuff like that. And we were in, like I said, a loud club that they didn't even have to turn off the music.
No,
so it's like
turned down 2 notches.
Yeah,
it was still plenty loud
to the point probably nobody noticed, and that was kind of the idea behind it, because we didn't want to. Not everybody was there for us, so it's like we didn't want, and even the people that were couldn't hear really what we were fucking saying anyway. So it was like we didn't want to ruin everybody's night by being like, "Oh, you got to shut the music off." So the fact that we were able to just notch it down a couple of dBs and have clear audio was fantastic.
You know, it reminded me of in Beverly Hills Cop when they go to the strip club and foil the robbery.
Yeah.
You can hear Nasty Boy clear as day.
Yeah.
And you can also hear Taggart and fucking Axel talking.
Sure.
They don't talk to the other idiot, Billy, because he's an idiot, but they talk to Taggart and Axel. You sit there, Billy.
Is that was the one he was President Ford.
Yes, yeah, Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford.
He got out the White House. He wanted to shake his ass, so he came down here to shake his ass. So fuck it.
Oh God! And he played drunk to the guy.
Yeah.
Yes, I thought that was you. You changed, man.
Give me a kiss, baby.
Oh man. Yeah. So the audio was great,
Yeah.
which we didn't know. I mean, we assumed we did some tests, but like you don't know.
No.
You don't know, but you do. I guess is what I was trying to say.
Sure.
So I had to be not awkward, Andy, that night.
Yeah.
Because while you were setting things up and you had lots of work to do, I had to go let people know what the plan was.
Right.
Which meant approaching every dancer in the building and having a conversation with them, which is not my style.
No. We
Especially
you should have probably just kind of
sobriety-wise.
done it all at once, formed like a little football huddle of strippers. Been like the coach on a knee being like, all right, girls, here's what's going to happen here.
Back room, all 6 of us, let's go figure it out. Yeah. Here's the play. Take your pants off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see them tits. All right, you're good. What's funny is, so I started on the left side of the bar, and the girls all hang at the bar.
Right.
When they're not dancing, unless they're trying to steal some guy's wallet.
Right.
The first one I talked to was the one that might have been an issue.
Yeah.
Didn't really, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm diving ahead first. I'm not going to make an awkward night.
No.
I walked up and I said, hey, we're doing a show up there. We'd like to have as many girls come on as possible. We're not here to make fun of or exploit or just be assholes. We're here to ask one question and one question only. You answer it, you get a tank top, and you fuck off.
Yeah.
And I go, and the question is, give us your weirdest thing.
So
happened here.
you asked them ahead of time that you.
Yes.
Okay.
Almost every one of them. Some were on stage, but I got like 5 of them ahead of time.
Right.
And I, which is why some of them were ready.
Good.
Like, just take 5 minutes and think about what you want to say, because I want you to give me something good.
Right.
And then it was funny. I walked up. First, I sat at Pervert Row because a friend of mine from growing up, she works at a beef shop currently.
Yeah.
She showed up randomly. I was happy to see her. I just didn't expect her to. I knew she was coming.
I love that she showed up with a gallon of James River, slammed it on the table with authority.
Yeah, Sarah brought us a gallon of Jimmy, and then she sat at Pervert Row with me, throwing dollar bills.
Show's getting started. I'm like, get that shit out of here. Bring the beer over.
Yeah, fuck. I'm going to try and figure out how to make candles with that James River.
Huh?
I want to try and figure out how to make a James River scented candle.
Oh, okay.
I want to take the Jimmy and reduce it and infuse it to a soy candle so you can burn Jimmy at your house. A gallon of James River is a lot of fucking James River.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. What do you use? 3 tablespoons or 4 tablespoons? You fucking use it?
Yeah.
Unless you're making wings and use a little more. That's a gallon.
Yeah.
It's gonna go bad.
Does it go bad? It's a condiment. It barely goes bad ever.
It's a gallon. How much time? Use a gallon of ketchup or a gallon of mustard. The rest of your fucking life.
Jesus. I mean, at least a year.
So
You're just gonna have to make very James River centric foods.
So once we realized we were all set and it was time, I was trying to give strippers dollars.
Yeah.
And I walked up to start the show. We already had a girl sitting there.
Yeah.
She just sat down. Okay, she's up, tank top on, ready to go. Our tank top girls passed it over to her.
Yep. Appreciate it.
I don't know if we're allowed to say their names.
Well, you
if they were in,
posted a
if they were
picture
in
of
there.
one of them.
I don't know who saw what and who was there. I don't know anybody.
Fair fucks.
We don't know who. There was that group that not a ton of people pay attention to.
Yes, that is also true.
The engagement is down right now.
We don't know, but they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, we had the first girl sitting down, and we asked that question, and holy shit, did we start off on a hot streak? Like, who saw that? Were you ready for this answer?
No.
I mean,
I think I even said it. I was expecting us to like wrap up with something as good as a piss cocktail, but no, that's how we started. The bar was immediately set,
and it never did. I mean, some were duds. I mean, maybe 2 duds, but in one we just didn't include because she didn't want to be included.
It was also a language barrier with that one.
Yeah, she didn't speak.
She didn't really understand what we were saying.
No,
it was awkward.
Or to hold the microphone near her mouth.
No, it was kind of awkward.
But yeah, the first girl comes out with Vern, our regular Vern, throwing the name right out there, which I didn't expect.
I love that she just she was getting ready to say what he does for work.
Yeah, she wanted to put a last name in there.
She's like, oh yeah, Vern. I call him Vernie. And I'm like, wait a minute. I don't know how. Like, where's the line here?
My mother dated a guy named Vern after my dad passed away for like 3 years, and there's got to be like 4 Verns left in the world.
Yeah.
And he lived right off Route 1. I'd say a quarter mile from the Cabaret.
Did he like a nice icy glass of piss?
I don't know. And they broke up a couple of years ago because he sucked.
Mm-hmm.
He's a lazy fuck, fat fucking lazy fuck, like a walrus on the couch. I'm like, Ma, get rid of this fucking loser. I just wonder if Vern, because again, how many are left in the world named Vern? Is Vern?
Sounds like the most North Shore comment ever. It's like, Ma, get rid of this fucking loser. He's taking up my couch.
Well, I didn't live there. I'd come to visit my mother, and there's a fucking walrus on her couch.
I can't even sit down and watch fucking TV. Get rid of this fucking loser, Ma.
I want to eat fucking fruity pebbles and watch some fucking TV. Get rid of this fucking loser. Have him go clean the pool.
Shit.
So Vern, potentially my mother's ex-boyfriend, we're not sure yet, asked the first girl who I don't know names.
No, I'm not even gonna try.
No, I remember 2 names, and that's not one of them.
For some reason, I want to say Serena, but I don't think that's it. I think
It might have been Selena, Serena,
Sierra, maybe.
It was Sierra.
Sierra?
That's what it was. It was Sierra.
All right.
So Sierra, for $25, which is criminally low, does not know her value.
Also expressed by the girls later in the show.
Yes. Took a glass, and she said glass.
A glass.
Think about that, boys and girls.
Mm-hmm.
That glass was put in the dishwasher and reused.
Ew.
Everyone else talked about plastic cups.
She did say glass.
She said glass. She took a glass into the ladies' room and pissed inside of it for old Vern.
Mm-hmm.
And he asked the bartender, he asked for a cup of ice and dumped ice into the piss because, and I quote, without ice, it would be too salty.
It's just fucking hilarious that he's making a legitimate cocktail out of this fucking thing.
He sat at the bar at the Cabaret drinking one of the strippers' piss.
I'd like some urine on the rocks, please.
Yes,
Not too many cubes. I don't want to water it down.
No, I need just the right amount of cubes. He's treating it like fucking a good bourbon.
Seriously.
Oh, yeah, no, a round ice cube, please. A nice big round ice cube. Do you have the square ones? Those do better with piss.
Did he sniff it? This is fresh.
Someone had asparagus last night. So that's how we started, with a stripper pissing in a glass cup in the bathroom for $25 and giving it to Vern to drink over ice.
This smells like a 1990 vintage.
Yeah, what year is your piss? Oh, you were born in 93. Young piss. Actually, that's 30 now. Fuck, that's old. All right.
I see. I'm not good at quick math, and I was trying not to say something that's a child. But holy shit, it really is fucking 30.
Do you know probably at least half the girls we talked to that night were born after the year 2000?
Yeah.
I just realized that now.
Yeah.
These are girls born post millennia.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that was our first girl.
Yeah.
You know what sucks, Mike? Your fucking shirt's fucking my comments up.
Why is that now?
Because it's like it's a light green and the comments are white on my iPad.
On what?
On the Facebook feed.
Oh, well.
I'm gonna try and see if I can turn it or something like that.
Turn it horizontally. There you go. Now we're cooking with fire. All right.
Now we're good. All right. So, what am I being? What?
Okay.
Yeah.
And we lost him.
No. So
the
that was our first.
Now.
No, I just saw something. The first girl set the bar really high.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, okay, obviously this isn't getting beat. I mean, we're not pissing in cups and in the bathroom. $25.
I was thrilled that we had a hot start, but I was also like, yeah, like you said, they're all just going to be on par at best. Mm-hmm. Oh, was I wrong?
I mean, that was the most mild piss story we got.
What's the most mild story we got?
What's the most disturbing one came next.
Mm-hmm.
The girl who was paid $100. Mm-hmm. She got paid extra for this.
Yeah.
To go in the back in the private dance area and lay in a man's arms and play dead.
Right.
While he, what we can only assume, pleasured himself because, again, she was dead.
Right.
But in her dead state, she still had ears that worked and heard some moaning.
This is definitely the type of guy who probably still does, but definitely has at one time paid a mortician to fuck a corpse.
Yeah, he's a necrophiliac.
Period.
100%.
Period.
He's bucking. He's there to fuck.
Exactly. And this was just his day off.
That's fucking foreplay for him.
Yeah.
He's just getting ready. He's priming himself up.
How fucked up was your childhood that this is what you're into?
I have so many questions about these people
So
that are
many.
into this stuff. I'm not a kink shamer, but what are you doing? You're weird, man.
But that's fucking weird.
I'm
not a kink shamer, but you guys are fucking weird.
Yeah, no shit. Stop being so fucking weird. I don't want to make fun of your kink, but what the fuck?
How hard is it to sit there, drink some beers, and watch some naked women without being fucking weird about it?
What's the movie with Jeremy Piven? It's on the
Very Bad Things.
It reminded me. Think of Very Bad Things. Now imagine after they killed the stripper. Spoiler alert, they killed the stripper.
Yeah.
Or prostitute or lady of the night.
Both.
Imagine if Jeremy Piven held her in his arms and rocked her and then jerked off.
Imagine if he didn't get weirded out that he just came inside of a dead person.
Yeah, that movie is different, but also
it's a good one. That's a good one.
It is.
That's really underrated, and it's really dark. That ending is so dark.
What was crazy about, not only did she lay in a man's arms and play dead, that she knew he was probably a serial killer.
Yeah.
And what did she do? She made him her regular because she wanted to protect the other girls from him.
I mean,
every time he came in, she said, "No, you're my guy."
Not all heroes wear capes. Some of them wear panties that they sell to people in plastic bags.
Yes, they had that. It's just like, wow. And the girls were so good on mic, and they spoke clearly and slowly, and they were better than both of us.
They were fucking better than me. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's like you're telling this fucked up story about playing dead, and he became your regular, so he didn't do it in real life or fuck with other girls.
We were trying to have some conversation about Rhode Island strip clubs, and Dummy over here tries, I'm going to interject something, and says, what I say, Granite State.
The Granite State.
I might as well have said Garden State, fucking New Jersey. and I look and I go, what the fuck is Rhode Island then? What is it? Ocean State, right?
Ocean State. Yeah, it took me a second to get there because I was laughing at you too hard.
I was really happy with myself too. I waited. I didn't interrupt anybody. I had it in the chamber, but I didn't need to pull it out. But there was that pause. I'm like, yeah, Granite State fucks or something like that. And there was an awkward silence, and I'm like, Granite State. That's fucking New Hampshire. I'm like.
Well, I think that was a third girl that this happened with, right?
I don't know. It's a very blurry memory.
Because I remember we were talking, and the girl had worked there for a little while and didn't have anything go wrong there.
Right.
And they were all huge fans of working at the Cabaret. It didn't feel fake. It didn't feel like, no, I love this place.
How could you not be, though?
No, if you're not a fan of the Cabaret, you're dead inside.
Here's the thing. The only thing the Cabaret is missing is pizza.
Yep. And hey, Mike Sullivan was interviewing for a job.
That's right. Holy shit, that's right. He was.
He went back in the kitchen with Lawrence to check the place out. He comes back out. He goes, "This kitchen's fucking awesome." I go, "Yeah, they just need you and the right permit, and they're locked in."
Yeah.
So I hope he remembers that first of all.
Oh my god, he would be the happiest boy ever.
Imagine that perv. He could wear his diaper. Imagine that perv fucking just sitting there slinging pizza and steak tips while
I don't get the diaper shaken. Comment, but
you should watch his video and crap.
I'd have to fucking find it first.
You don't need to find it. They're in the announcement section. Ugh. Yeah, he wants it scrubbed off the internet. I've been told it's not getting scrubbed off the internet.
Don't film it if you don't want it out there.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually though. Maybe we'll. I don't know.
Oh, bitch.
Was it? Yeah, one girl didn't want to talk about the Cabaret because she hadn't worked there very long and nothing weird had happened to her, but she had stories from her time in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
And I think she had some piss cup stories.
So much. Holy shit, man.
Everyone loves piss.
It's amazing. It's so amazing is the wrong word. It's fucking fascinating. It really is. Like, I would love to fucking talk to one of these guys and be like, how did it start? Where did your uncle touch you? And why are you continuing on with this weird fucking trend of piss cup?
What was it? Rihanna's fucking
Brown.
Isn't that? Yeah, Chris Brown. He was into. No, it wasn't him. Who was into piss?
He was into punching women. It's like, I guess he still is. Piss? I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know.
Was Ray? Who in the comments? Someone else know who's into piss.
I don't know.
It was
new group.
Macklemore, man.
North Shore piss lovers.
Macklemore sings about it. R. Kelly liked piss. That's what it was.
Oh, that's right, because Chappelle did the thing.
Yeah, just like I don't. Again, I'm
Drip,
fine,
drip,
whatever
drip.
you want, as long as you're not hurting anybody. But what are you're?
Yeah, I mean, whatever. You do you, but I want to know how you got there. How you fucking got there.
It's interesting that all these guys want to get pissed on or drink. I'm getting.
They want to
pissed
drink
on.
it. It's not even like
drinking.
It's
so
not
fucking
even getting.
weird
It's
to
not
me.
even getting pissed on. It's give me a glass. Give me a pint of piss over ice, and I'm gonna sit here and sip it like a fucking cocktail.
I don't get it. I'll never get that.
I will never understand it. I will, and this isn't even the physically abusive stuff.
No, we had one girl who came on, hell of a big mouth on her. She's a wide mouth.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it. Was just there was a lot of mouth. And she,
we missed an opportunity there. I bet she could fit her whole fist in her mouth.
100%. My brother Gary can do that. That's fine. No big
deal. But it's more fun when she does it on a show.
Not as fun. Ugly fat guy does it.
No, not at all. I mean, God bless Gary and his husband, but it's more fun when the chicks can do it.
So she came on twice because we had kind of a lull. in
she had so many fucking stories.
Yeah,
she was the one that started with I have 3, and then it's like all right, and then she did 3, fucked off, and then came back with 3 more.
Yeah, do you have more? Yeah, I have a million. She was the ball kicker, the dominatrix, the slapper.
Was this the one with the video on her phone?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, the one we watched that she couldn't show on the camera.
Well, the funny thing is she could have.
Yeah, of course. There was no faces involved.
No, and so it was basically, I'm sure, yeah, we definitely described it on the show, but basically she walks into an apartment. There is a guy on his knees. It looked like his hands were bound together. Mm-hmm. Over his head, he's wearing a ski mask, by the way.
Oh, that was a zipper mask.
A zipper, okay, whatever.
That was a bondage mask. They probably have it in our magazine. There's a bondage mask.
All right, and he's holding $1,000 cash in his hands. She scoops the money out of his hands. He kisses her boot, and she leaves.
Yep.
And that was last week's word of the week. Was it money drain or cash?
Money drain.
Money or cash drain?
I think it was a money drain.
Money drain. I mean, think
what's wrong with these people?
And that's like on a regular basis. Think of the things you could do with $1,000 on a regular basis that don't include getting on your knees and kissing a fucking boot for 2 seconds.
I don't, Mike. It's probably a monthly thing for this guy. This guy's paying a fucking Mercedes payment to kiss her fucking shoes.
Seriously. He's paying her fucking Mercedes payment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, he could do worse. There's a lot worse.
Yeah, but there's a lot more. Jesus Christ. You could,
of course, I'm saying.
You could have fun burning the money on Instagram and get fucking, and it's like, what the fuck?
She was fun to look at, though.
Sure. But that's just it. She didn't even get naked for it.
No, he didn't even see her.
No.
His head down.
He had his fucking head down. It was.
It could have been my size 13s getting kissed. He didn't know.
It's fucking bizarre.
He would have looked up. Why are your feet so big?
The funniest part was, of course, she was one of the strippers, and she opens up her phone, goes to photos, and it's just all naked pictures as she's scrolling, and she goes, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Look at where we are, and look at what you just finished doing." Okay, you scrolling back here fucking by your pussy is not gonna fucking get me off.
Our seating assignments worked well for you.
Yes.
Would have been more fun for me if they were in the middle, but I think it was better that the single guy was near the girls and the married guy fucked off out of the way because you don't need me that close to girls.
Also, logistically, the amount of scooting around we'd have to do if they were
the scooting was hilarious.
If they were in the middle, would not have worked.
The scooting. No, the girls absolutely killed it. I mean, if you didn't watch, go back to last week's and watch or listen.
Please do.
They had stories on stories on stories.
What was some of the other ones? I think the same girl. One guy's thing is he liked to be taken out to dog parks.
Yep, that's right.
Put a leash on him and walked around and treated like a dog, but not only treated like a dog, but as if she was a bad dog owner. Like, what the fuck?
What made that worse?
I don't remember if we expounded on that, but to me that sounds like he's taking a shit in the park and then she's shoving his face in it.
I mean, possibly.
Possibly.
They did it at Lynch Park in Beverly, which is a very popular beach in location for playground, beach, picnics.
This is bizarre
volleyball.
to me.
I know this park well because I remember when I was fostering dogs, I brought them to that park to meet their new owner and to see if it was going to be the right match.
Jesus Christ.
Now, one thing is this girl, I'd say she was white.
She was Brazilian and Italian.
But she was white.
Yeah.
In complexion. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, she was not a brown or a black. She was a white.
Yeah.
Why?
White enough.
Yeah, white enough that her subject, being a black man, added a special new layer to how fucking awful this must have been for anyone involved, thinking that this woman is torturing this poor black man and treating him like a dog. He's probably paying her $5,000 to do it. And you're walking by with your kids and you're seeing a man, the black man, being walked by a white woman on a leash. And she probably was dressed pretty well.
I can't even imagine. I can't. What the besides just take your phone out and be like, this is the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen. How do you react to that if you're just out there with your dog?
I mean, do the dogs play together? Does she bring them over to? Does your dog want to meet my dog? Because if I have Leo on a leash, I bring him over. Like,
of course you would.
Have our dogs be friends? Let's have them run around and frolic together. Does he bark?
He has to bark.
It just all the questions. We didn't ask enough questions then. We were so baffled by what was happening. We couldn't even keep up with all the questions that needed to get asked.
Between the dumbfoundedness and the beer, the follow-up questions just didn't come.
I mean, I did a couple times, but
there wasn't a lot of them though. Not to the level that hindsight would give us.
You said we didn't comment. I said I did.
Oh, I see.
A couple times.
Very good.
I had a few bullets in the chamber.
Very good.
So the girls were. I mean, that one girl who was paid to walk across the strip club.
Yeah, just wander.
Just wander. And the guy watched her walk.
He literally would sit in the back, basically where we were.
Yeah.
And just watch her walk around the club, and he paid extra for that shit.
Yeah. What's that fetish? Who are you and why? For enough money, they'll have sex with you, probably.
Well, here's the fucked up part about it. They do that anyway. Why are you actually like holding out money requesting, hey, walk around? It's like, just watch them.
They will walk by you.
They're walking around all night.
Because they have to go by you to get to the stage and then by to get back. And
then it's a matter of, do you want to dance? 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 They're walking around the fucking club.
And then the waitresses also are attractive, and they walk around quite a bit, too.
That's also true.
Everyone's walking around. It's a free fucking service.
Yeah, if that's your thing, that's a very fucking cheap fucking night out.
Go to Wakefield. Go to the lake. In the summer, the yoga pants on?
There you go.
That's a show and a half. Get a hot dog at Fred's Frank's and fucking pop a squat on the bench and watch them walk around.
I mean, Fred's Frank's alone. Jesus Christ.
Get a schnurble? Fuck, you're living the dream for
fucking
free.
Schnurble.
$8 for a schnurble and a fucking show. You are living the dream.
And this guy's firing probably hundreds of dollars out just to watch people walk around, clothed.
Did the black girl have any good fetishes, or just she had really good tits?
Just good tits.
She had great teeth. I'm not telling her that, and she was confused. I love complimenting them on things they don't let me compliment it on. She had big gums but great teeth. Like she had tall gums and small teeth, which I think is a South American thing.
Okay.
But she was from Jamaica. I don't know, is that near South America? I'm not a geometrist.
Very good.
Geologist. What? Like I don't know maps.
I'm not a geographer.
There it is. Hey, I'm not Magellan. But she had really white, nice teeth, and I told her that, and she's like, "Look at the size of my tits."
Yeah, huge fucking tits.
Yeah. But no, you have nice teeth, though, because you've got to catch them off guard. You can't tell them they have nice tits. That everybody does. Tashi had a favorite.
Yep.
She's up there.
Yeah.
Generally, I'm not a Doc of the Berry Sweet of the Juice kind of guy. I like him white and with brown hair, but I do enjoy a larger rap.
She also just seemed like she was having a lot of fucking fun that night.
She was fun and happy.
Yeah.
She was getting money thrown at her. A lot of money thrown at a lot of people. We got fucking showered with dollar bills once.
We did.
Yeah, fucking Peter and Harambe threw money at us, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Jesus Christ. We had fucking the show.
And we gave it to her. She was sitting next to us.
Yeah. We're not going to fucking keep that money. Did you pay attention to the show off camera at all?
No, I honestly didn't. I would catch glimpses, but honestly, no.
Some groping.
Of course there was.
And there was,
Look, you can go back again and watch the show, and you can just watch the mirror.
Yeah, watch the mirror. Stuff's going on in the background. People eating fucking beefs, eating pizza.
Here's the fucked up thing about all of that. I had 2 slices of pizza all night. That's it. I never got a fucking beef. There was a super beef in the pizza.
Yep. No, on next to the pizza.
You know what I mean, though. Yeah. They came with the pizza. But I was like, because Harry comes over in the middle of one of the girls' interviews, drops a bag of fucking beefs, and it was so awkward and in the way of it was going to fuck up the board basically.
Yeah.
That I had it was either Mike or Harambe. I'm like, just take this and put it over there. I never saw it again.
No, never gonna be.
Never saw it again.
I know
there was a stripper on stage with a beef. What the fuck?
True. Yeah, we didn't get that. We didn't get shit. I got 2 slices of pizza.
2 slices. So I get 2 slices of a massive pizza.
So I called Giovanni's from the fucking bathroom. Okay, their online ordering system wouldn't deliver to Cabaret. Didn't recognize the address.
Right.
I call up and Costa answers. Giovanni, oh, Jesus Christ, fucking Rocky Jr. here, yelling at me. And I go, Costa. He goes, can I get a large pepperoni to the Cabaret? He goes, oh, Ferg there? I go, Costa, it's me. Give me a large fucking pepperoni at the Cabaret. Hurry up.
Extra anchovies?
So he ends up giving us the party pizza for the price of the large.
Nice guy.
Does a half and half, throws in the super. Now, when Mikey Panousis, his brother, shows up to deliver it, I'm at the front of the stage with Sarah, shooting the shit with her. I'm yelling to Mikey, Mike, hey, Mike.
Oh, I just saw a large Greek man with a pizza in his arm walk in the door, and I saw you were over at the stage, and I just start waving. I didn't know who he was, what he was, and he's like, what do you want? I'm like, I'll just put it over there. And it was so much confusion. I'm like,
because he was looking for me.
The table. Just put it on the table. I'm busy.
Yeah, he was. No, I know them well.
I know you do.
So, and then I get a message from Mikey. I thought I was delivering a pizza to you. I go, you did. I was yelling your name. I was looking at the stage. Okay, fair fucks. You got it. You were staring at the strippers. I understand.
Boy.
Deliver a pizza to a strip club. You look at the stage, not the fat dude sitting there.
Exactly.
So we had the pizzas, then Harry brought the beefs.
Awesome surprise.
And Harry comes on.
Yeah, awesome fucking surprise. What a fucking legend. He closes his shop early to come hang out with our goofy asses at a strip club.
And brings the wife, which is a legend move. Yeah. You don't just show up at the strip club, you bring your broad,
Bring your broad and 10 beefs.
Yeah, and come on. And she's funny. She's like, I like the one with the big boobs. I go, of course you do.
Of course you do.
We all do. We all enjoy the big boobs.
Yep.
But Harry comes on, just lays his fucking cock on the table.
Yep.
Just brings his big fucking laconico, his big Greek fucking sausage, thuds it, and just says, I'm the best. Nobody's
brings his what?
His laconico.
Laconico.
Greek sausage.
Okay.
Greek sausage.
Fair fucks.
I fucking speak it all.
All right.
I mean, it's laconico, right, Tashi? I feel like that is the word for Greek sausage. Because Portuguese is something else.
Oh, so
that could be.
She got a beef. She's like, the beefs are in great condition. Everyone got fucking food but us.
I just wanted beer and pizza and naked chicks. That was fine. So he comes on.
I got plenty of beer. That much I got. I appreciate it.
He tells us that that was beautiful. They didn't fucking charge him a dime. It was nice. I mean, I felt kind of like Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
When they get $300 to play, but they bar tabs $380.
Right.
So they lose $80. Yeah. Could have been that.
Well. There's also the thing. It's like, no one what other shows charge to be at a strip club. They got off easy.
Yeah, they did, but we wanted that. We wanted that.
Of course, it's building future business for us.
Exactly. So
this isn't going to be the last Cabaret show. Trust me.
No. So Harry comes on and just fucking tells the world that no one's ever beaten me, and I'm the best. This is why I'm the best. I'm like, it was arrogant, but it was confident. It was more just it was confident.
It was big dick confidence.
Yep. Until someone takes me out, I'm the best.
Yeah.
Which I loved, and he's staying where he is. He's got one spot. He's not trying to, spread the beef all around the world. He's got his spot, and he's the best there.
Yeah.
Which was sick. Who else? We had Mike Sullivan come on and do a wrestler battle off with you after he yelled too much and wouldn't listen.
It was fun for a couple seconds there.
We got to set a timer next time we have a live show and he's there.
Yeah, seriously.
You have 1 minute.
60 fucking seconds.
Because he was yelling at you about something. What are you doing?
He was just screaming, and then he kept running back, screaming more. I get it, but We're trying to wrap the show up, pal.
What was he yelling at you about?
I don't remember, and I haven't watched the show back, so I don't know.
Yeah, he was yelling
at
at you
at a certain
something.
point. He wanted me to chug a beer, and I just shut that shit down, as you know. And he wanted us to do something else, and we were trying to wrap the show up. I'm like, no, and that was when the waitress came over and she sat down with us.
Yes, yeah, she was great too.
Yeah,
also great.
Yes, thank you, Corey. We need a fucking taser.
We need one of those buzzer seats like the Jackass guys have. Hit the button. So we had Harry on. We had
Grimace got 2 beefs. You son of a bitch.
Of course he did. He's a little fucking cocksucker. So we had the girls, we had the waitress, we had Harry, Mike Sullivan, and you did the wrestler impersonation.
We did the wrestler thing.
Where Mike Sullivan put in a body bag with his rock. It was so good.
He did.
It was so good. Harambe came on for about 30 seconds, and he's one of those people in person. He's so charismatic, and the world loves him. You put a camera on him, and he gets so fucking awkward. He is me in reverse.
Right. He did okay though, because we kept it short.
Well, his phone started ringing, which I haven't told you about this.
No, you didn't.
His phone starts ringing. He thinks it's his girlfriend or whatever. Looks at his phone. It's a friend of ours. It's our friend Kevin, who's calling him.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, Kevin was at work at the fire station. All the boys were gathered around the laptop watching us.
That's hilarious.
And he's watching Mike to fuck with him, but also he's texting Mike, make a call. In other words, do something to get 911 called because I'm at Engine 7 and Cabaret's part of our thing.
Christ.
He's not serious. Obviously, he's kidding, but
that's really good.
Yeah, I saw a couple of the guys on St. Patrick's Day, and they're like, yeah, we were all watching at Engine 7, and we really wanted to come down there for a reason. I go, just fucking come down.
That's hilarious.
I don't know how you get a fire truck to show up, but I'm not pulling the alarm. I'm not getting in trouble. No false alarms.
No.
But then, so we had all these people on. It was good. And Dan Connors, I don't know, whatever we call her, came on. Yeah, sure. I don't know. She came on. She was great. Telling us how great Dan is and how much he loves her and his lover. And it was all good.
Talking about Dan's dick.
Yeah. And then we had
Flannel Coxman.
The Flannel Coxman. That is his name on my phone right now. The Flannel Coxman, awesome. Which is, forget who taught. Was it either Billy Silvestri or Fitzy from Pulling the Cork?
Yeah.
Called him that. I said, well, he's now on my phone as the Flannel Coxman.
That's his name going forward.
I think it was Billy. That sounds like a Billy thing.
It does.
Which I wish he could have come. He would have been fantastic on the show. But he has a sordid history with strip clubs, and he doesn't choose to go there anymore. Smart man.
He's in recovery.
Some of us, got through the 2000s unscathed. Some of us didn't. So here we are. Show's getting, close to the end. And
sure.
To our left is a very large, bald man sitting there, and I know he's funny. I know he loves salad.
The motherfucking hurricane.
And I'm like, Festa, come on. He's kind of like, no. Like he's apprehensive, and I know we are right where he wants to be. We're in his wheelhouse.
Right.
And this motherfucker sits down, and it's put our microphones down and let him go.
I was inconsolable. I was laughing. I couldn't speak. I couldn't breathe. I had tears streaming down my face. Even when my brain would be like, oh, you got to say and interject something. The words weren't coming. I was laughing so fucking hard. I haven't laughed that hard, and I don't remember how long.
Was the Italian trail
salami travels well.
Yeah. It's a trail mix. A Jew from Salisbury. What are you talking about? It was so good.
It was so
watched that.
Fucking good.
I haven't watched our show in full yet because I've been busy.
Right.
I've watched Festa's portion 5 times.
That's fucking amazing.
I keep watching it, and if I'm drunk at the end of the night and I have nothing to watch, I put it on the big screen. Just watch Festa.
That's your new And One documentary.
When Sarah, we'll call her Sarah, who is an attractive young lady.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. She is doing quite well for a woman of her age.
Yep.
Decided to give Festa the last bite of her beef.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you haven't seen the show and know what Festa looks like, Festa is pretty short, pretty wide. He's if you've seen the movie Running Man, he resembles Dynamo.
I mean, I would just assume, hence the name, Uncle Festa.
He does. His real name is Festa.
No, I know, but it's fucking convenient because he looks like Uncle Festa from the Addams Family.
He's a large man, short, bald head, no beard, just a fucking thumb.
And the son of a bitch went through a costume change in the show.
Yeah, he did. He went home and he
came back up like, did you fucking change shirts? Like, I went to fucking Target. I got fucking, and then just again the stream of consciousness.
He just went.
I went to Target. What the fuck are you talking about?
So Sarah tries to give him a bite of the beef that she's eating.
Right.
Again, attractive woman, much younger than him. Blonde hair, big boobs. He looks at her and goes, I'm a fucking vegan, you war pig. Get away from me. Call her a war pig. I've never even heard someone call a war pig before. I'm a fucking vegan, you war pig. Get away from me.
Oh, my God.
And then someone else tried to give him a fucking piece of pizza. I'm on a low-carb fucking diet. What are you talking about?
He is so good. He is there. There's just you can't teach that kind of funny. Him and I have been talking.
It's
so fucking good.
I need to. He's part of the Be a Man crew and those guys. Right. Those are his boys.
Sure.
And my theory, and this is only my theory, no one's told me this, he's too fucking funny.
Sure.
And if you're that funny and everyone else in the crew isn't that funny and you're not the star,
right,
you might be threatening.
Yeah, but somebody needs to translate for Phil.
Okay, it's true. Yes, he needs a. So when I did the Be a Man event,
do they still do a podcast?
No. I think Phil might do one once in a while with that guy from The Sopranos, but
John,
Carlo doesn't do it anymore.
Okay,
because Carlo had a separate one. When I did that event with them, when it was the beer chug with Ronnie Deutsch, the beef thing, Festa was like the number one guy backstage running things. He's really good at it.
Well, he was going to be our producer if I didn't figure shit out at Twisted Fate, basically.
Yeah, if we needed it.
Yeah.
So,
because there was like up until literally sitting at Twisted Fate figuring it out, there was panic.
Yeah, we were shitting our pants.
I was like, this is not going to be good. This is not going to be. And the reception and the response that we were getting, I'm like, I even asked you because Monday night we went to Double Bull, and I'm like, you think people are actually going to come? Because Twisted Fate, it was what, like 10 people tops.
Total 20, but 10 at one time. Maybe, yeah.
So it's like, do you think people are actually coming, or are they just going on the Facebook thing just to be supportive? And it's like, you're like, no, they're fucking coming. And
people were coming.
I mean, granted, not everybody that said they were coming came, but enough. I can
answer a couple of those questions, though. I know what happened with some of the people that were supposed to be coming.
Enough people fucking showed that if the production value was on par with what we did at Twisted Fate, I would have been upset with myself.
Yes.
I mean, shit. Like I said, I wasn't drinking beforehand.
No, not the way we usually.
Well, what happened? So, because the night before we were at Double Bull, and you're like, oh, we got to go talk. We got to see Dave and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm like, 2 beers. That's it. Yeah. Because also Dave's beers are not low octane.
No, he does. He was a fine, strong beer.
He's got a couple, and especially your Nighthawk and Dragon is like 6 and change.
6.8. Yeah,
6.8. So it's like, all right, 2 fucking beers. 2 beers before the show. Because I also know that we're going to be drinking during the show.
Yes, but luckily it was just piss Bud Light.
Well, exactly, but still, you drink fucking 2 straight hours of it. That pitcher was never empty.
We might have had 6 pitchers.
It was never empty.
The girl, the awesome waitress, kept filling it back up and taking it and bringing us another one.
Fucking fantastic!
This girl's a legend.
She is, and bringing us fucking ice cold glasses.
Yes, she was awesome.
Goddamn, I think we're the only ones that got the ice glasses.
Yes, yeah. And ours were certified 0 piss.
Yeah, 0 piss.
Vern never had our glasses in his clutches.
But yeah, so there was a lot. Like I wanted to learn from our past mistakes, and I think we really did.
We learned.
Yeah, we definitely did.
So what I was thinking too is like, so Festa should be on stage when it comes to these things. Oh, hold on, I got to deal with the Instagram.
Oh, all right.
Do ads.
No.
All right, so 1 second. Do you think I'm a nasty boy? Think I'm a nasty girl? Tonight, living the fantasy, home in a nasty world. No, that song, Mike, it's good, huh?
Yeah.
All right, this is posting right now. Once it posts, I can go live again. It just takes a minute. I'm in the low Wi-Fi area. The lo-fi. You can edit this in post, right?
Oh, I take this shit out. That's why I'm not doing ads. People are loving the shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah, the shirt is great. This is the Joe Schulte original.
It is like the exclusive, not even a limited edition, but fucking exclusive. Only 4 in the world.
4 in the world. Mike Sullivan's one of them. That nasty guy. All right, I'm going back live again. Gonna add you in, and we're gonna fuck for a North Shore beef. We're now live. Add in Michael Wendt. All right, where is he? There he is. Invite to join. All right, you should be invited. Let me know it worked. Mike Wendt joined. He's now live. All right. Well, so what I was saying was
before you do that, actually, because we are hitting about that hour mark, I'm gonna just start off, Gary, and let you go while I run to take a piss.
All right. Yeah.
Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage. Buy and refi with Gary.com is the website where you can get your free rate quote. What is with W's
rate
and R's are fucking with me tonight.
Weight quote.
The weight quote. The weight quote is very, very good. Gary Girolamo Group.
Terrible bunks.
Yeah, fucking right. Gary Girolamo Group, Cross Country Mortgage. Like I said, buy and refi with Gary.com and buy and refi on Instagram. Please, Andy, go ahead.
Make sure you save that piss for Gary.
I will.
So buy and refi.com, buy and refi.
I charge more than $25.
I hope so. Hurry up and get your piss out. I can't talk about mortgages for that long. So Gary is the mortgage guru that you want to use. The rates are the rates. You're not getting a better rate by using a different mortgage company. What you are getting with Gary is tremendous service. The rates are going to come down hopefully soon, because right now is the big time for the housing market. People are going to be buying houses again soon. Springtime is the biggest time. And what you got to do, hi, Garrett, how you doing? You got to call Gary, get the current rate, and then buy the house of your dreams. And if it's a little more than you can afford, we talked about this last week, Cabaret Amateur Night is where it's at. You get your wife on the stage. You teach her how to shake that ass, and you make an extra $400. And when the rates come down, you refinance, pull her off the stage. Now you've got a wife who can strip, maybe give a lap dance, and a lower rate. That's what you got to do, because the house of your dreams might be bought up by some asshole who's already got his wife on the pole. So you put your wife on the pole, even yourself. You know, maybe identify as a woman if you get nice tits and you're a fat man, because they don't care how fat you are at these strip clubs nowadays, because there's a flavor for every taste. Get yourself on the stage, shake your ass, learn to twerk, make some money. Dan Bob would pay to see your shit pipe shake. He would do it. So, I mean, again, Gary Girolamo of Cross Country Mortgage at Buy and Refi on Instagram. Buy and Refi with Gary.com, I believe it is. I don't have it written down. Mike left me in the lurch here to talk about mortgages. I was speaking to one of their guys on the team the other day, and he was saying that if you have to sacrifice some things to afford the house of your dreams right now with the mortgage, imagine what happens when the house of your dreams is in your possession and rates come down and you can refinance. You can live that dream and have a lower price mortgage and get your wife off that stage. Buy and Refi on Instagram.
And buy and refi with Gary.com. Gary Girolamo Group, Cross Country Mortgage. Thank you to Ben Franklin Print Company. BenFranklinPrintCo.com is the website where not only you can test out what your image will look like, whether it's on a t-shirt or if you're wrapping your truck, your van, your boat. The new BenFranklinPrintCo.com looks fucking phenomenal. Ben Franklin Print Company is located at 177 North Main Street in Middleton, and the Instagram is at @BenFranklin_PrintCo. If you mention F Buddies, you get 10% off your next order, kid. Twisted Fate Brewing in Danvers. 120 Andover Street in Danvers. That's Route 114 behind the Guitar Center and in front of the Walmart. TwistedFateBrewing.com is the website. Click on Find Our Beer, where you can find out where Twisted Fate is being poured in bars and what liquor stores are carrying Twisted Fate Brewing. Hit up their Instagram at Twisted Fate Brewing to find out the tap room hours. For example, this week, it is this week, right? Yep. Thursday, noon to 8. Friday, noon to 8. Saturday, noon to 8. And Sunday, noon to 5, because Dave's doing some March Madness stuff at Twisted Fate.
March Madness on all the TVs. Big party.
Yeah, you wanted to mention something about Twisted Fate while we were here.
I've been noticing a lot of our listeners, fans, have been hitting up Twisted Fate, and it's been great because I love to know that people who watch and listen to our show, our fans, our biggest fans, they go to the Twisted Fate and they enjoy beer there, and they enjoy time, and they ask lots of questions, and they post about it.
Yeah.
I've received emails. One person in particular who I know watches every episode and is almost, I wouldn't say obsessed with us, but he's really a huge fan of us. He was there recently, posted a picture. Ed Baker, who sometimes emails me about ideas for the show, and I take them, I write them down, I send them to you.
Yep.
Big fan of the show, and I saw he was at Twisted Fate the other day, took a picture, mentioned in his post he's there because he heard about us on our podcast, tagged me, had a flight, was very happy. So it's nice to know that people, because I know Twisted Fate's very popular amongst our people.
Our people, yes.
The people that I don't know, I wouldn't, some are just friends, others are listeners, others are just fans, I guess.
Some are friends we haven't met yet.
Yes, we have that. We have fans that love the show and love us.
Yeah.
To an alarming degree.
Yep.
And I wouldn't even say obsessed, but they do. They like us a lot. And these people all go to Twisted Fate and enjoy the drinks, and it's great. It's people helping people and supporting people.
Well, it's also, that's the whole point of these sponsorships is the growing awareness of these places, because we love them, but we know how good they are and want you to go and find them so that you'll start loving them as well. Another guy that listens I think every week, I'm assuming every week, but he came up, he doesn't live in the North Shore, actually made a couple of trips in the last few weeks to Twisted Fate, Fibber McGee's, he's posted their wings because you've talked about them. And Twisted Fate, not only went there, had a couple of beers, but took home, he posted a picture, he took home some Nighthawk and Dragon. Just a week ago. Yeah. So it's that's the whole point of what we're doing is growing awareness for all the people that hear this in the sound of our voice.
Across the universe, living on the internet forever.
Well, that's just it. I mean, if we're going to live on the internet, we might as well live well, right?
Yeah, live well and support our friends. And
living well on the internet. Living very fucking well on the internet.
I'm looking at our sponsor list, and they're all fucking 10s.
100%.
There's not one person on our list I wouldn't recommend for what they're good at.
No, we don't take those sponsorships just to take them. Our sponsors are curated. They're cultivated. They are the best of the best because that's what we demand. Because if we're going to put our seal of fucking approval on it, and we're going to go out and put a sticker on the door just like you did at the Cabaret last Tuesday, it better be fucking worth it.
Exactly. I mean, you want to go to a strip club? Cabaret. You'll find me at the Golden Banana 1 for every 10 times at the Cabaret. And I guarantee you one thing, I'm coming from the Cabaret.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen the rotation 12 times. Let's go see some Russian prostitutes that can get a handy.
I've been here long enough. It's starting to get a little awkward.
Yeah, now it's time to go. I'm farting on people.
The girls are smelling my farts.
I'm shitting my pants on people.
Oh no! Well, we'll get to you and your fucking shits at the Cabaret because.
Oh God! Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
All right, but
it's the gout medication.
Of course it is. But thank you to Anthony's Roast Beef in Tewksbury, 1921 Main Street in Tewksbury. Their website, anthonystewksbury.com, where you can order online and pick up gift cards as well. The Instagram, ARB Tewksbury. It's not on theirs, but I know you posted it this past week. Someone knocked out the Beef Bambino.
Yeah, they did it twice, actually. Did it once,
really?
And then they did it again without a fork and knife. The first time they got shit on for using a fork and knife. This guy
not like this past week. He only did it once, right?
He's done it twice in the past 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ!
They're and Anthony's is still in the Beef Madness. Still, there's in the Sweet 16. Big matchup against one of your old favorites.
Well, we're gonna have to get to Beef Madness in a second.
Yep.
All right, so we can do the rest of the ads in a little bit. Let's wrap up the Cabaret and get to Beef Madness. Yep. How's that sound? So after the show, I was pretty pretty impressed with myself. I held my piss the entire show, despite many offers from people to piss in a glass.
Yes, you wanted that.
Yep. But
young Vern.
The price was just too high for young Vern. So hit the off button, straight to the fucking urinal.
Yeah.
And Grimace is there.
Yes, he is.
And I don't remember the conversation.
I would pay to see you guys stand next to each other.
I don't remember the conversation. I know we were saying things.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we hear the most explosive shits coming from the fucking stall behind us. And I'm sure I said something effective, holy shit, what the fuck, something like that. And I hear your voice come from the stalls.
I started laughing. I thought it was pretty funny. I knew it was you two. I could hear you talking.
You're fucking
I was
blasting ass.
I was holding something in. Greasy Greek pizza tends to run through me like a fucking marathon runner through a fucking wall. Whether that makes any sense, which it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It made no sense, and I had to get rid of it. And I'm a gross human.
So you didn't review it on the bathroom page, but we can now confirm that the Cabaret Lounge in Peabody
10
is a will dump.
Oh, it's a will dump. It's a 10 out of 10 will dump. It was no choice. I mean, you throw pepperoni Greek pizza down my gullet and say, see you in 2 hours, I'll be in the bathroom 2 hours. I think I must have some sort of issues, like sensitivities, because I'm a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus. Someone, read the comment.
No, I was just about to. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was loud. It was a lot of echo because it wasn't just poop. It was a lot of farts. Again, yeah, that's a lot. Apparently,
I had a girl washing her vagina in the only sink in the bathroom. Odd that the women only get one. We had two.
Yeah, we had definitely two.
And she just apologized, but still didn't stop. So they shared the sink, her hands and pussy.
That could have been a fucking a show story.
Right there.
She could have came right on.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I had myself
You had yourself a shit.
Evacuate. Listen, I've had the Cabaret and me. The bathroom there is a beautiful bathroom now.
Sure.
It didn't used to be. Do you know the old bathroom didn't have a door in the stall in the shitter?
Well, you know I'm a fan of those types of bathrooms.
There was no, because they didn't want to catch people doing shit back there and fucking, so you couldn't close the
old
door.
Johnny Brown style. The locks might work this week, maybe not. Piss at your own risk.
Zero door. Silly. No, the bathrooms there are now nice marble,
Yeah.
marble floors, and good stall, good toilet, nice flush,
Sure.
strong flush. No man left behind.
Had that good
Very nice.
barouche type of flush.
Yeah, that boosh. So, the Cabaret was, I would say they treated us incredibly.
Yep.
They were happy. We were happy. I was propositioned by one of the ladies. I declined.
Nice.
She asked for a selfie. That's all she got, and I didn't send it to her because I'm not going to text and fucking strip her.
Congratulations.
That trick.
Yeah.
I know other people who text with strippers, and I'm not one of those people. She goes, send it to me. I said, yeah, I'll in a minute. I left. Actually, I tried to leave at one point, and then I had friends coming in the parking lot. Remember that?
Yeah, you were really trying to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I was trying to go home. And I walk outside, and a friend of mine from growing up, Kristen, and her friend Megan are there coming in. And they came there specifically to see me and the show. I'm like, well, the show's over.
The show's been over. What the fuck?
But, I'll come back in for a drink. And the conversation started to turn to a sad place. Because I knew her brother really well, and her brother passed away a few years ago, and I could see that was going to be the next thing. I'm trying to keep it light.
Right.
So I had already settled with the bartender. I gave him a nice tip because we didn't get charged anything.
Right.
And I had like half a beer left, and I could see it, and I go, here we go. Time to fuck this pig. I smashed the beer.
That's no way to talk
hugs.
about your old friend.
No, I meant that beer. Lean in for the old hug on the two girls, pat you on the back, and walk the fuck out like a champion. No adultery.
I do also appreciate, I'm assuming they're going to start up next week, but getting the text message in the morning secured a sponsorship on Pervert Row.
Yes, that's true. We do. We have to. One of the members of the Beef Group and Instagram follower and listener of the show was there, a man named Justin, and he was sitting at the spot. Jerry's ex something was up there shaking that.
That was when she was smacking her fucking pussy.
Yeah, and he was having himself a good time, enjoying the thickness. Mm-hmm. And we got ourselves a sponsor.
I was appreciative to see him there because it was kind of like going back to the beef event where it's like, it's like seeing my adopted dad.
Yeah, he was a good kid.
They took me home. Well, not home, but
funny.
they took me to the fucking strip club that night.
What's funny is he's close friend. He grew up with the bartender, the older one.
Okay.
Not the other one was old, but one was 22.
The bartender, not the waitress.
Yeah.
They were both bartenders, but like, one was coming over to us.
Exactly. So he was like, this is kind of awkward. Like, our kids know each other. I'm like, listen, you've been here before. She's been here for years.
Right.
He's like, yeah, but I'm usually with my wife. I'm like, well, you're not tonight. Get over it, pal.
It's all right.
Live your life.
Here's the thing, pal. Just don't fuck her. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, don't fuck her.
Don't fuck her.
Anybody. That girl that asked for the selfie with me was so fucking just on
that's
planet fucking gaga.
That's what we should have said to our would-be producer. Look, nobody's asking you to fuck her.
Yeah. Sack up, bitch.
I didn't see a condom machine, but I wasn't looking for one.
No, there used to be one in the there was one in the bathroom for years. They used to have a machine that would sell naked photographs of women, a latex cock ring, and a couple different flavors of condoms, and it was a coin-op machine. You'd turn the thing. It was so bizarre. So if you look at some of their posts about the show, the Cabaret, someone asked about it, and they sent a picture of the old cock ring machine.
So a latex cock ring. That's a rubber band.
Yep.
Okay. So they sold rubber bands out of a machine.
It was studded though. So
naked pictures in a strip club.
It was only 25 cents.
That's still fucking weird.
They weren't even the girls that were there, so it made it weirder.
It's so fucking weird.
It was the weirdest bathroom in the entire world. And I think it's still there, like behind the walls. I don't know where they put it.
They fucking cemented over it.
I think I don't know. It doesn't even make sense. The spot it was is still behind the walls. Like they made the building smaller,
right?
Somehow. They were selling those cock rings.
All right. Oh, I mean, thank you to the Cabaret.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
Holy fucking shit! Like it couldn't have gone better. I'm so happy, and it's like I said before, it's definitely not going to be the last time we do a show at the Cabaret. No, last one. They are going to be a long-term sponsor. Yep. We've locked into a long-term. We need you. You need us. Let's have some fun. Let's fuck this pig. Yeah, we're all good for each other.
Yes.
I mean, Jesus Christ, it's a fucking pretty good crowd for a Tuesday night.
Actually, hold on. But before okay, Billy Joel.
Did I do a Billy Joel reference?
I was actually Wednesday. Oh. Pretty good crowd for a Wednesday.
Oh,
the manager gives me a smile.
Wasn't meaning to, but there you go.
Real quick, before we finish with that, though, the beef pic that was taken on stage.
Yes.
Of a dancer holding a beef and was sent to me by the manager of the Cabaret, which in my mind meant, here you go, enjoy, and I don't post it.
Yep.
And I did post it, and you, in all my profiles, got many DMs, missed Instagram calls.
I was in the shower that morning and fucking missed 4 Instagram phone calls.
From the young lady who was on stage in the picture, which she posed for. It wasn't like it was this fucking secret. She was DMing all of us to have it taken down, which I did obviously right away. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not a dick about it.
Of course, yeah. And I apologized. I said, I assumed it was okay. You came on camera. You were wearing clothes. She's like, it's that you didn't ask. I said, I didn't know who to ask. I don't have your number.
Didn't ask. Would have been better.
And I honestly, I think I might slide back in and be like, so it's been a week. Can I put the picture back up? It was really cool. Yeah. So that was, I felt bad because again, I understand why she was upset that I didn't ask, but I didn't think I had to.
It's a fantastic picture.
It's such a good picture.
It's peak moment for you and your brand.
Yeah, it's Bella's beef with a fucking girl on stage dancing, holding a beef on the Cabaret.
At the Cabaret.
Stage. Like nonetheless, so it was like I might like. Do you need money for this? Can I pay you? I want to post this fucking picture. Circling back, can I send you $25?
I don't want any piss in a glass. Please stop asking me.
Yes, I'll Venmo you. Can I put this fucking picture up? God damn it!
Yeah.
I want this content.
Yeah.
So that's the last thing about that I will say.
But it's a fantastic segue into Beef Madness.
Oh yeah, perfect. Now we have Beef Madness. We are down to the Sweet 16.
Yes, we tried valiantly in the first 5 minutes of the show last week to talk about it. It wasn't worth.
No, and then luckily a girl came over. And,
it wasn't even worth trying to do topics last week.
And she's like, some guy told me to play dead, and I'm like, God, fuck the Beef Madness.
Fuck Beef Madness. We'll get to it next week. All right, so Sweet 16, right?
Yeah, the Sweet 16 down to 16 teams. We started with 64 shops. We've had two rounds of madness. For the most part, it's been, typical. The higher seed, the better shop won, but not always.
Sure.
We mentioned it last week. Land and Sea winning in the first round was the biggest upset over their neighbor Ramses.
Fucking fantastic, though.
Yeah, it was
for nostalgia purposes. That's fantastic. Holy shit!
And the beef I had the other day was fucking phenomenal. For Land and Sea, when I knew I'm getting there, and it was the best I can get from them. So in the David Ortiz division,
all right,
the 1 seed Modern Butcher is going up against
Athens Peabody.
Thank you. Athens and Peabody. This is an interesting matchup, actually. If you go with a one-off and a beef, if you've had Modern Butcher and Athens, and that's what you're basing it on, you're picking Modern Butcher 10 out of 10 times because it's better.
Yeah.
But Athens serves them 6 days a week. Everyone's had an Athens. Modern's hard to get. People are bitchy about Modern. And I have a side story about that. People have a problem with Modern only doing them once a week, and they actually have a problem with me including Modern in the Beef Madness, which is why I do it.
They do every year, though.
My wife is one of those people. She yells at me about it.
Really?
You can't include them? Yeah. I say,
listen, I'm getting in the paint.
She's fucking coming hard lately with her opinions. I knock her down a peg.
Fucking woman and her opinions.
Yeah, shut up and cook.
Athens, but Athens sold a few years ago, right? It's not Atha anymore.
It's not Atha, but he still supports them.
Okay, all right.
If you look at the voting, Atha is a member of the page, and he votes for them, and so do his kids. I think he likes the idea of a place named after him.
It's the right thing to do.
Of course, and still, he's Atha, so
sure.
I find that matchup interesting because again, Athens isn't what they once were. They're a former champion. They won the first one.
Yes, he did. But he owned it at the time.
He owned it at the time, and he also politicked the fuck out of it to get it. We added half of Albania that week. Like it was crazy. Everyone had a fucking that flag with the black on it, that black flag, the red flag.
He was literally buying a click farm.
Yeah, the Albania send it. So that's an interesting matchup. The next matchup is you read it.
Anthony's and Methuen, number 3 seed.
Versus Anthony's and Reading.
Anthony's and Reading, the 2 seed. Anthony's and Methuen beat out Marks and Wesley and Wesley. Which
was depressing. Marks was so good. And they're on the come up. They're just in Wellesley.
Yeah.
Metro West Beefs.
What are you going to do? And then Anthony's in Reading beat out Rockport Hop.
House of Pizza.
I know what it means.
Let me listen. Okay, Hop. All right, Hopper. You do look like Jim Hopper. So
everybody says it. I've only seen it once in my life.
Well, you know what? You don't look like him. You just have the hair and the beard.
Yeah. Oh,
the face is the same. It's your
everybody has a hair and beard, and that's
no. You have the right hair, the right beard. You look like him in a way. You have the same.
Like I said, I've seen it once.
You're both chubby. You're both tall. I mean, you guys have a thing.
We have similar builds. Yes.
So it's weird to cannibalize this because Anthony's and Methuen was once owned by the Anthony's in Reading and Tewksbury people. So you have Anthony's in Tewksbury, which is Adam, Anthony's in Reading, which is Anthony, and they both owned Anthony's and Methuen, and they're brother-in-laws.
The wildly confusing part for me is when places like this get bought out. It's happening a lot with Nick's places right now. Mm-hmm. But the new owners keep not only the same name, but the same fucking logo.
Yep.
So it's like, how
many Nick's places are going to be?
Well, we've talked about it privately. I meant to talk about it last week because in round 1, I voted for the wrong Knicks.
Yes.
And I was called out for it, rightfully so. Because you listed in the text of the post, Knicks Essex followed by Knicks Dodge. But then in the photos, which is where the voting counts, it was Knicks Dodge and Knicks Essex. And the logo I have for Knicks Essex isn't either of them.
It's true.
And I haven't been to either of them since easily 2018, maybe 17.
So I will tell you my method behind that, and I've actually changed it because of you.
So you did the same thing with Londy's too?
Yes.
Yeah.
I put the one on the bottom of the pictures that I think is going to win. So you can see the shot picture with the voting if it's a large picture. Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to win, I'm like, well, Londy's is going to beat Londy's and Salem.
Then you should fucking flip the text.
No. Now I've cropped the pictures smaller so you can see both logos. Mm-hmm. I've made an adjustment for you, just for you.
I appreciate it. Well,
that's the kind of guy.
Now none of the fucking teams except for this one, I guess. Yeah.
So Anthony's Methuen is a former Anthony's, but they got bought out recently. Now it's technically Anthony's Pizza Place, they call it, but it's still
the same fucking logo, yeah.
Yeah, it's ARB Methuen, and they're still slinging fucking heat. So
good for them.
Call it what they want. So it's gonna be I think Anthony's in Reading's gonna smoke them, but you never know.
Sure.
I think Anthony's in Reading actually is a lock for the Final Four.
Really?
I think they're gonna beat Modern or Athens.
Interesting.
The next round, and I think they're gonna do some things. All right, what do you got next?
So next up, we're going to the Bird Division.
Bird Division, yep.
Is
it Bella's versus George and Leon's?
Bella's versus George and Leon's. Bella's a 1 seed, George and Leon's a 4 seed. Bella's came out. JP's Durham,
yeah, Durham, New Hampshire, by UNH.
Okay, good.
Really good place.
Good sign. I've never been.
No, I stumbled. I shouldn't say stumble, but I did stumble on it. I was pre-gaming for a wedding in Durham, and I ended
Durham,
up there.
New Hampshire?
It's south of Rochester on Route 16, north of Dover.
I can't say I've ever been.
If you go to like North Conway, you drive by.
All right.
Yeah. So they serve a really good beef sandwich. The place is beautiful inside. It's brick. It's got the sign right on the campus or near the campus. But they aren't in Bella's weight class. That was no one's beating Bella's, and definitely not JP's in Durham, New Hampshire.
Especially when fucking Harry's swinging that big dick around.
Yeah, just dropping George and Leon's.
They beat out Geo's in Amesbury.
In Amesbury, and I haven't had George and Leon's in a long time.
A lot of people have though,
because of course, I have to get up there, but it's fucking Westbrook, Maine.
Is that where it is?
Yeah, and Westbrook, Maine is
where is
40
that?
Minutes from,
I was going to say in
40 minutes from my house. It's near Portland, just outside of Portland, which is it's not nothing. You can't get there from here in Maine. Is not a joke. You can't get there. It is a joke to get anywhere.
That fucking it's and I've talked about it a lot about Florida. That Massachusetts geography mentality where you think everything's 20 minutes away. It's like you forget how fucking big the state of Maine is. Yeah,
it's huge, and Westbrook's like close compared to these people.
Yeah.
So they beat Geo's, and now they have Bella's, and they've been doing great. Great people. It's named George and Leon's after George is their dog who used to hang out the really weird looking pug thing with the eyes.
And Leon's getting larger.
Well, Leon is their baby, so yes. They named their baby Leon. First of all, that's awesome. The name's Leon Abbey. Like the kid's a legend already. What are we doing here? He's a fucking toddler. He's already cooler than anyone I'll ever know. Yeah. They're gonna have some trouble against Bella's, but they've been doing a good job of adding members and politicking like you're supposed to. That's how you stay relevant in this game. You add your friends. I've approved a lot of people from Maine to join the group.
Next up in the Bird Division, Jamie's versus Londy's in North Andover.
This is going to be an interesting matchup. It wouldn't be as interesting a week ago.
Nope. It actually would have been close a week ago.
I think it would have been real close a week ago. I think if I had to predict a week ago, because of the way things have been going voting-wise, I've been paying attention to who's getting a lot of votes. Jamie's has been getting a ton of votes, being treated as a Bella's legitimate contender type place.
Yep.
Some things have happened in the past week that I will not delve into.
Nope.
But some stuff has transpired that has made some people not appreciate Jamie's right this second. And it angered some people. And I don't think the timing was good for them to do this during Beef Madness. I think Londy's and North Andover might roll. But you never know, because Jamie still has that crazy following, and not everyone follows everything, if that makes sense.
Sure.
And they do post prior to the voting on their Instagram, which has tons of followers, that you should go vote for them. So they have influence, but again, there was an error in judgment in the past week, and it's we'll see what happens on Saturday or Sunday. I don't even know which day it's going off.
Not sure yet.
I'm doing Saturday and Sunday. I don't know which order. I think these are going to be on Saturday.
Is this the second of the two? The second of the four? Yeah. So I think Bird and Ortiz are probably Saturday, and then the next two are
Sunday. Yeah, we're only doing Saturday and Sunday now because it's just there's less teams involved. You don't need to fucking stretch it out for the whole day. But I'm doing 5 4-hour windows this time.
Yeah, exactly. The less teams, the more hours you've been adding, it seems like.
Yeah, so it's going to be 12 to 4 for one, then 1 to 5, 2. I might even do 5 hours. I don't even know.
Fuck it.
As long as it's done by 8, I'll be happy.
And Londy's beat out CNS and Pepperell, which has been doing great things, it looks like.
They have been, and the owner seems like a great guy.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but he's a Peabody guy. He's moved out there. Of course he is. Great from Peabody.
Sure.
They're everywhere with the Laconicos just laying on the table.
Yep.
They got that special new bun. He had a death in the family this week, and normally when owners say to me, "Can I post?" I'm like, "No, you can't post." But if someone drove to fucking Pepperell and found out they were closed, they'd probably kill someone.
Oh, fuck. I did actually. I saw that post. I almost texted you and I read it. I'm like, I'm not going to be that kind of a dick.
I authorize it.
Because like, when you're on that group, your instinct is just to immediately fucking go hard in the paint.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And it's like, what? Like, and I'm already looking up gifts to fucking dump. And I'm just like,
also, we included the phrase "death in the family."
Exactly, and I'm like, I'm sitting at work, and I'm being a fucking asshole, and I'm texting, I'm looking up gifts. I'm like, do I text? No, I'm just gonna just don't even worry about it.
No, move on
with your life, Mike.
I've actually been doing that more than ever lately. The page moving on. Moving on from things and not letting things fester and bother me.
That explains why the page is going to fucking shit. By the way, lots of bad reviews, lots of fucked up reviews, lots of rule breaking.
There's only 2 rules.
What the fuck? How many? Don't you have other fucking moderators? Fucking
yeah, they make fun of people.
Where the fuck is Dan Bourdain when you need him?
I don't know. He's busy. He's hanging himself. Jesus Christ.
All right. Or division.
Oh, the Or division. Yeah, we'll see how Londy's does under new ownership. Because as we know, Ted is no longer there. Ted is about a month out from.
I was going to ask. So we're okay. That's good.
He can't find help. I think it's ready inside.
Jesus Christ.
Just like my asshole.
Poached from the other store.
Ask for help. There's plenty of people out there looking for jobs.
No shit.
The Or division.
The Or division. Tessie's in Tewksbury and 110 in Amesbury. 1 and 4 seed respectfully. Tessie's beat out Blue House.
Yes, Blue House in Salem, New Hampshire. There's also one in Derry and Londonderry. People in New Hampshire love them. I'm catching heat.
The Salem one I had been to, but I haven't been there in probably 15 years, maybe 20 at that.
They're well known for huge stacks, but you know what Tessie's is well known for? Huger stacks.
Huger stacks, yeah.
Bigger, huger, huge.
Would you say Tessie's is the original glamour beef?
Yes.
That's how it feels.
Yeah, they were the one to one up Londy's and Peabody when Londy's and Peabody hit the scene and started showing off their fucking meat flaps.
Like they were one of like Jerry's favorites for a while just because of the fucking photo ops.
Yeah, I don't get the meat love like that. She's a size queen, Jerry.
He definitely is.
He's a huge size queen. He wants to be opened up and stretched out. And yes, so Tessie's versus 110. 110 in Amesbury.
They beat out Nick's in Essex.
They did. Our sponsor Nick's on Essex Street.
I did vote for the right Nick's this time, though.
Good for you. I can't vote. I'm not allowed to.
I wipe my own ass too.
Hey, look at me. So I think 110 is probably the best beef you can get in that general area. If you're from Massachusetts, don't feel like crossing the line to Seabrook right now.
Sure.
110 Amesbury's, if you're Salisbury, Newburyport, all those places, that's where you want to go. And
now, because there's multiple 110s.
There's 2, yeah, there's 2 of them.
Same people or different people?
The original owner of Amesbury now owns Bradford. He sold it to his friend.
So not the same people own them?
Different people, but they're still connected.
Okay.
So nothing really changed except for the 110 Amesbury guy squirts mayo on like he's Peter fucking North.
Yep. Yeah.
110 Haverhill because Bradford's not a fucking city, buddy. So it's 110 Bradford. Yeah, it's Haverhill. I'm sorry you live in Haverhill, but fucking Haverhill. Who's the mayor of Bradford? Your sister? Grow up. So 110 Amesbury versus Tessie's is going to be a fucking bloodbath.
Yeah.
I think Tessie's going to prevail, but again, a fucking bloodbath. It's going to be like 340 to 280, one of those like close matchups for our purposes. I think I might do a spreads this week.
I'm looking at the brackets on the page, and there's actually a comment about this one. I've heard 110 has significantly improved their game. Do they have a chance against Tessie's? This is the only matchup I could vote on, but it's been a year since I had either. The run-on sentence kind of sucks, but I see what they're saying. They're basically agreeing that it's going to be a bloodbath there.
It should be a closer matchup than a lot of them because 110, despite how much I love Nix and Beverly, and that's more local beef to me. I've had 110 plenty, and it's great. I just didn't expect Nix and Beverly to take the L as hard as they did. It was 110 is a lot of fans.
I'm just going to say to Tomo, commas and periods are your friend. Next up, Supremes in Danvers, 6 seed. Anthony's Tewksbury, the 2 seed. I am from what I've heard.
Tewksbury, yes.
Anthony's Tewksbury, yeah. Mm-hmm. From what I've heard, I'm kind of surprised on Supreme's advancement. Have they gotten better?
Yeah, they
or is it more nostalgia with a little bit of gotten better?
They went to the Church of Ted Lundy and learned much better beefing.
Good for them.
They so Ted has his thick fucking Greek Albanian, whatever he is, his thick fucking Mediterranean hands,
fucking sausage fingers.
Yeah, his thick Mediterranean fingers up in a lot of beef shops.
Yeah.
And Supremes is one of the ones the Bank of Ted Lundy helped back and helped get going because it's been sold a couple times since Steph and them were there.
Yeah.
These new owners are doing a good job. The beefs are tasty and they're fresh and they're warm. They're fucking what they're supposed to be.
Fantastic.
So, but they're going against Anthony's roast beef in Tewksbury, who
knocked off Pomodori Beefy Boys truck.
Yeah, such those. When I was in that Offering Something podcast last week with the guy with the dreads, Peter from Pomos was there. He showed up.
Peter from Pomos.
Pomodoro.
I know.
Yeah. He brought beefs, and we talked about glamour of beefs and the huge stacks and all this stuff, and it was a good conversation. But the beef he brought me, was fucking delicious. Good. He makes a fine beef. He doesn't make the stupid giant stacks that everyone seems to love jerking off to. He makes an old school good beef.
Look, if you make a good fucking beef, it doesn't fucking matter how good it looks.
Yeah, no, make it tasty.
Make it fucking tasty, sir.
So Supremes versus Anthony's. I think Anthony's is going to roll, but Supremes is doing well.
Mm-hmm. They are.
I mean, we've never had a 6 seed get to the Elite 8, and I don't see it happening. But hey,
we shall see.
You never know.
Brady division.
We have Pete's in Woburn. George was at the Cabaret.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, George showed up with his braces. Big smile. Love that guy. He's the happiest person that's ever lived.
And they've also had an uptick in reviews on the group.
Oh yeah, no. They've
always looked good. I've honestly never been. They always have looked good, but it seems like I'm seeing a lot more Pete's in the last month.
Well, there's been not even on purpose, but a push by people to get them more noticed because, in my opinion, they're up there with all the heavy hitters, flavor-wise and the stack and the way they assemble them. It's just he does a great job. But the problem is they have the worst parking lot in America.
Louis and Linfield.
Okay, you're right. It is. It's worse. It's better than Louis, but not much.
But not by much.
And it's a tiny little shop. You could drive by it. It's also next to another shop.
Where in Woburn is it?
Wynn Street.
All right. In reference to fucking 128.
5 minutes.
Okay, because Woburn is a town I generally just drive through.
Yeah, it's a drive-by town.
Yeah.
No, it's 5 minutes off the highway, but it's next to another shop. The sign's kind of weak. It's a little tiny building.
All right.
But he's slinging fucking heat. Pete's. Listen, if you put a gun to my head right now, it's hard for me to not put Pete's very close to the very top.
I mean, they are a 1 seed for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're getting their reviews are getting a 9.4 average in the last 2 months. And they're going against Nicky's in North Andover.
So Pete's beat out Louis in Linfield, which
the battle of the bad parking lots. Yeah,
good to see Louis advance to at least
they're
one
on
round.
They have a new owner and they're doing it right now.
It's been a long time since anything near Linfield had good beef.
They're killing it right now. Yeah. The owner cares. Fresh beef to be fresh North Shore beef's approved sticker in the window.
God, we should take shots when Andy fucks up a word. It's true. I'm not gonna lie, I fuck it up almost every sentence. But good for you. You fucked up a word. I did. Nicky's in North Andover beat out Haps in Portsmouth.
Nicky's is the shop we didn't used to be able to talk about because the owner wanted to fucking kill me.
Is that them?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
did he sell or he had a change of heart?
He sold. He sold to a professional wrestler.
Who? The
Jura Joel. He's a
AEW guy. Yeah.
He's a short fella, but he looks like he could fucking throw me through a window.
Probably could.
When they were owned by the previous owner, he has a history that's Googleable, and people kept bringing it up on post, not me. And he thought it was like my fault, and he threatened me. He wanted to have a phone conversation, which I know how that works with these people.
Yep.
We are not talking on the phone, sir. This is going to be on text, so we can keep track of it.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza's going to roll. Pizza's going to smoke him.
Yes,
Mickey's is good. They're too new to the game to beat Pete's.
Right. It's a good effort, but yeah, you're going up against a fucking monster.
Yeah, those braces.
Zeno's in Ipswich.
Oh baby, and Tomatassos.
And Toma fucking Tassos in Seabrook, the 2 and 3 seed. Zeno's beat out the nostalgia act of Land and Sea, and so did Tomatassos beating out Billy's in Wakefield.
Listen. Those two shops that were beaten were, 40 to 15-year-old shops.
They were the fucking benchmark forever.
Yeah, Land and Sea, I think, might be number 2 behind Bill and Bob's in age.
Yeah, and
for a good shop. And then you had Billy's and Zeno's, and not Zeno's, and Nick's pop up. But Land and Sea, I think, is number 2.
Yeah.
Listen, I like them both. I've only had Tomatassos. It's Tostimos. We just have a joke. Toastmos. We call it Tomatassos because Jumpdown can't read. He goes to
he can't talk either.
He can't do math. His review today: 75-15 pink to gray.
I don't listen.
He wrote that 75-15 pink to gray. Someone's like, "What about the other 10%? You fucking idiot."
He's trying so fucking hard.
And someone else wrote the other 10% on his plate, which is funny because it fell out.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah.
So here's the thing. Tomatassos, Tostimos, Ted Londy influence shop. They do great. They make a phenomenal beef. My personal favorite is Zeno's.
Yeah.
It's my girl.
Yeah.
That's my only thing with Zeno's is once in a while you get a shitty one.
Sure.
If you get a good one, it's a 9.8 all day. But they throw in the occasional 6. And it's like it's probably because they don't want to waste good meat on a bad person, or bad meat on a good person, or whatever it is.
Sure.
So that's the only thing. It's consistency, but 9 out of 10 times you're gonna get a fucking 80% of the time it works every time. That's what.
There you go.
So,
yeah, I think
so
I see Zeno's going.
Predictions. Yeah, I got Zeno. My predictions for the next round. We're gonna have Zeno's versus Pete's.
Yep.
Great matchup.
Yep.
I think we're gonna have Anthony's versus Tessie's, the Battle of Tewksbury.
Hang on a second.
Very exciting.
Anthony's
Modern versus Athens. I'm calling an upset. No, sorry. Modern versus Anthony's and Reading.
Wait a minute. You jumped over. All right. So
no, that's fine. I'm going.
Modern is up against Athens right now.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
So we got.
Let me start over.
So again. We got Anthony's Methuen, Anthony's Reading.
I think we're gonna have Reading versus Athens.
Reading. You think Athens is gonna beat Modern?
I think Athens is gonna beat Modern in the biggest upset in Beef Madness history.
Very well could.
Can I just tell you a little story real quick? It's a 2-minute story. There's a lot of people that hate on Modern Butcher.
Yeah.
Because of their issue with the once a week thing, and they're not a real beef shop. They don't claim to be. Fuck off.
I don't understand that shit.
One of the loudest voices in that hate. I'm not going to say his name because I get in trouble for saying names. Always bitches every time someone goes to Modern. Every time something there shouldn't be the once a week beef. He's a fucking annoying broad. I'll tell you the problem is this fucking annoying broad likes to have abs in his 40s, so obviously has a mental issue. Abs in your 40s makes you special. Go to the zoo. You're not supposed to have abs in your 40s. It's called a fucking dad bod. Get over it. You're not going to be. His cheat day is Sunday.
Ugh.
Most heavy hitters aren't open on Sundays, but Tessie's is.
Sure.
So he goes to Tessie's and he fanboys for them. He cucks. He simps.
Look,
all the things.
I understand that you want to protect the guilty in this situation, but you can say Jerry's name on the show.
No. Jerry appreciates the Modern Butcher beef. This person doesn't. Here's what's funny.
I don't know what part Jerry would be more offended with, the fact I call him 40.
He's like 32.
He really is.
He's a child. If you text with him, you know he was 12.
He's a fucking child when he texts.
If you see him in his hairline,
he texts worse than Vince McMahon.
Yeah, he's
Google it, kids.
So this guy I'm never going there. I'll never wait in that line. Blah blah blah. Somehow managed to get the backdoor treatment because he knew someone that knew someone.
I heard he dropped your name.
No.
Uh-huh. Hurts.
Really?
Oh, no. I was trying to think.
Harambe.
I had a recall. I'm like, where did I hear this story? Somebody just said that they dropped your fucking name. Oh yeah, Harambe dropped your name and got shut the fuck down.
No, he got it. They were just pissed off. They were pissed off that he said it was Andy and he walked in. And
it wasn't even beef day, was it? He was just showing up to order a pizza or
fried chicken sandwich. It was a fried chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
It's pastrami. They had a pastrami sandwich he wanted.
It was just an average sandwich. I don't know why would you have to drop
your name. They were going to run out. They were running out. They only had 3 left. He said, "I'm with Andy. Can you hold one for me?"
Oh my god.
He wasn't with me. He was with me earlier in the day.
He kind of fucked that up. He could have said, "Oh, he's in the truck."
Yeah, exactly. So this same person who hates on them,
who has abs,
end up getting backdoor modern treatment. Which, if you don't know what that means, some of us can skip the line because we know the right people.
It's the Henry Hill at the Copa thing.
Yeah, usually I'm the right person to know.
Yeah,
but there's a few other of us who know the right people.
Sure.
It's also known as having Lisa's phone number and texting.
Sure.
So he got backdoor treatment and said it was the best beef he's ever had in his life and gave it a 9.9. Okay. So first of all, fuck you. You're an asshole. Stop talking.
Right.
Then he continues to bitch at them and badmouth them.
How so? Just
every week. Told me not to give my money to them.
Well,
don't give your money to them.
You don't.
I go, first of all, I don't. But second of all, if they're a family business, well-run, nice people. They just happen to serve the sandwich you once a week.
Yeah.
It's not like they're a conglomerate like fucking Globo Gym poisoning the fucking water.
Good reference.
They're nice people.
Yeah.
Thank you. They're good people. So yes, I'll give them my money if they let me. I buy a beer once in a while.
Look, the fact remains, and I know you and I both did it. We dumped a couple 20s into those fucking tip buckets.
Of course, yeah. You don't. So, anyways, this is the funny part of the story. This guy had the audacity to ask them for a gift card donation for a raffle he was doing for his kid's sports team. After badmouthing them for years, would you mind donating a gift card to me so I could raffle it off?
God.
The balls.
First of all, the balls, Greg Bates. But wow.
I only know this because I heard this from the right people.
Right.
Yeah, imagine that. The balls.
Not cool, brother.
Yeah, I hope they said. I know they said yes because they're charitable and
because kids baseball.
It would have been nice to say, "Fuck you, douchebag."
Yeah.
So Modern, I'm predicting Modern loses to Athens because of the once a day thing. Even though I know Modern's a better beef, I'm predicting Anthony's and Reading beats Methuen by a fucking mile. Bellis is gonna fucking roll, obviously.
Yep.
And Londy's North Andover is going to take out Jamie's.
Yes, it is.
Which wouldn't be an upset based on scoring, but in the hearts and minds of people who simp for Jamie's is the word Jerry would use. It's going to be kind of shocking.
Mm-hmm.
So that's happening Saturday.
I think the phrase is they're going to get their dicks knocked in the dirt.
I think they're going to get dunked on, as the kids would say.
Yeah, that's another phrase. You didn't do the Or division, though. Supremes, Anthony's, and Tessie's in 110.
I did.
You did?
It's going to be Tessie's versus Anthony's.
Tessie's versus Anthony's.
The Battle of Tewksbury, I said.
That's very good.
Battle of Tewksbury.
Right. Well, let's jump into some ads real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Did we do? No, we didn't. All right. Thank you to Nick's in Beverly on Essex Street. 207 Essex Street to be exact. Their website is nickspizzabeverly.com. Every online order gets you 5% off. And their Instagram at Nick's_Pizza Beverly, where you can still see Ty Law, Hall of Famer Ty Law.
I met him.
Knocking down a fucking North Shore beef from Andy Ferg.
I think a lot of people are jealous of that moment.
Well, put a pin in it for a second, because I feel like we could do some talking about that.
No. We don't have to. I just think some people don't appreciate that I had something cool happen to me, and they wish there was them.
A lot of people.
I think a few people might not really enjoy the fact that Ty Law is my boy now.
Here's the thing. There's a weird conglomerate of fucking assholes.
Yeah.
That are just jealous of shit that other people do, whether it's you or anybody else, just shit that other people do. And it's strictly because they don't have enough talent or creativity to think of doing it first, or they haven't built enough of networking so they know the right people to get to that point.
You mean when they buy followers?
Buy followers, create 87 different fake accounts just to be a shithead. Basically copy other people's shit. It's like, dude, if you're the fifth guy in, you're not interesting.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to make this very clear, who we're not talking about.
Right.
This is a person who I want to make sure they know, because again, I'm going to thank the same person as earlier. This person made this happen.
Right.
Our boy Mo.
Absolutely not.
Our boy Mo, who ended up texting Ty to tell him I was there, right, and to tell me to go fuck myself.
Mo is the right person for you to know for this to happen.
Yeah. So Mo is one of those people who likes seeing me succeed.
Yes,
and likes cool shit happen to me, which a lot of people don't like when cool shit happens to other people. There's always going to be an envy of certain things that go well, but some people get like with the Fester example, real quick. Some people don't like it when they're not the funniest person in the room,
right,
or the smartest person in the room,
right.
And the old saying goes, "If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room."
Sure,
and that goes with funny. Is Festa funnier than me? He fucking is.
Festa's funnier than most people I've ever met.
Yeah. So am I gonna not? Because I'm planning stuff with Festa.
Sure.
We have things to do. We're thinking about going to the Modern Line with a fucking microphone and just fucking with people.
God Almighty.
Yeah, and like,
what a fucking nightmare for everyone involved. It's 9 a.m. They just want a sandwich, and all of a sudden, Hurricane Festa shows up pointing a microphone at them.
He goes, "Should I wear a wig?" I said, "You should wear what you wear normally.
Whatever the fuck you want."
I go, "Your bald head is plenty for everyone. You're the best." So it's like beer chugging wise. Am I as fast as Ronnie Deutsch? Usually not. I think I was once though.
Yeah.
But if I'm gonna,
I still gotta post that.
If I want to create content with someone about beers,
you're doing it with him.
I'm going with him, and I'm going to lose. I don't need to be the fastest. I want good content. You don't get to get jealous of someone because they're better than you.
So here's the thing.
Invite them in.
It's a matter of being confident in your own abilities.
Yes.
You know, it's like, and I can just speak to that on a personal level. It's like I was never jealous of anyone else in my given industries. It was like, because I was confident enough in my abilities that I knew it's like, well, I'm, just because he's doing X, Y, and Z, it's like, well, some people, you can't do what they do.
Yep.
And good for them for fucking doing it. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're confident enough in your fucking abilities and you're comfortable enough in who the fuck you are, that's a lot of it also. A lot of these motherfuckers just don't like themselves. We could go down a whole psychological path of these self-loathing motherfuckers who are trying to be you most of the time. In this certain conversation,
sure.
Where we're trying very hard to not name names, but it's like, yeah, it's happened time and time again.
Yes.
And time again, it's either failed immediately or it's fizzled out over time because they've compromised their own self because they see, well, this guy's doing this thing over here and that's kind of working, so I'm going to do what he's doing. And then they change who they are. If you keep changing who the fuck you be yourself. It's so a terrible movie, but great fucking quote. House Party 3. I'm going to quote House Party 3 on this motherfucker.
This is going to be great. I'm excited for
Bernie Mac in House Party 3. If people don't like you, if you're being yourself, fuck them.
Right.
Fuck them.
I'll also reference a movie.
Yeah. Not House Party 3?
Bernie Mac's in my movie, though.
Oh, fantastic.
It's Life.
Good one.
If we were to bring on...
Is it about pies?
No, it's not. It's just think about the part when Can't Get Right gets drafted.
Yes.
He had the talent, and Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence helped him.
Yeah.
But he was the talent, so they weren't talented enough to go with him.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to have the confidence to be the talent as well and get drafted too. Ken Cartwright might be faster, but I reckon Eddie Murphy. I'm going with him.
Yep.
So, anyways, listen, I am a fan of funny people, and I want to associate myself with funny people or talented people who can chug beers and fucking do whatever they want and live their life.
Again,
and I will
just
be
because
glad to work
someone's
and be
doing something
2.
and being successful at it, you don't have to try to copy what they're doing to be successful. You align yourself with successful people, and you both continue to grow.
Exactly. We have more idiots in the comments.
We have more fucking sponsorships to fucking read, but this fucking show is a prime example of that. You can do what I can't do. I'm terrible at business.
Sure.
That's what you and as you mentioned earlier, the technical side of things.
I can't do that,
and that's where I come in.
Yes,
Neither one of us is like, oh god, I fuck him. I want to try to do this, because then you do a subpar version of it, and then it's really fucking obvious how fucking limited you are. No offense.
Yes. Listen, we're both limited.
We are both fucking limited.
You can't even suck your own dick.
I'm trying so fucking hard.
I know. Lose the rib.
Seriously, one of these fucking days, man. I'll get there. And I'll break my fucking back. Fibber McGee's, where Ty Law ate that beef. Yep. Fucking Fibber McGee's, kid. 102 Cabot Street in Beverly. Their website, fibbersbeverly.com. They are open they got varying hours, so it's hard to read 7 fucking days of different hours, but
they're open sometimes.
They're open most of the days till midnight, a few of the days till 1 a.m., and on Sundays till 11. There we go.
And all 7 days.
They're open 7 days a week.
7 days.
And you can also see Ty Law pouring drinks at Fibber McGee's Beverly on Instagram. Let's see. The Cabaret Lounge. Ooh. I think we've mentioned them once or twice tonight.
Once or
twice. The Cabaret Lounge on Route 1 South in Peabody. Apparently the delivery apps don't work, so 96 Newbury Street really doesn't matter.
Listen, they couldn't deliver a pizza to me.
All right, well, hire Mike Sullivan so we can get a fucking pizza there. They are on Instagram and Facebook at Cabaret Lounge Peabody. Once again, thank you so much for hosting us last fucking Tuesday. Cannot wait to do it again. Cabaret Lounge is open 7 days a week till 1 o'clock in the morning, kid. And, of course, Bella's Roast Beef in North Andover, 1211 Osgood Street in North Andover. Closed on Sundays, open till 8 p.m. Open actually 11 to 8 p.m. every other day. There you go. BellasNA.com is the website, and their Instagram is Bella's Roast Beef.
Unless we're doing a live show, then they show up.
Yeah, exactly. They might close a little bit early if your boys are coming to town. Although we should do a live show from fucking Bella's and then swing by you know whose house.
Oh, he's got a studio. We can swing by.
Fuck you!
You mind if we edit this here? You fucking cunt.
I'll give you $50 to rent your fucking studio shit.
Yeah, and buy some new hair plugs.
You fucking shit dick.
All right, we're already at the 2-hour mark, and I can't.
What else we got? We got something else. I know we got Dynasty. We didn't talk about.
Yeah,
it's going to be old news next week.
Yeah, you finished it just recently and texted me your entire chain of thought at 2.
Oh my god, I thought it was 3, but yeah, definitely.
Well, I think at the end it was 3.
It was a Jack and Coke type of night. But
it's really good. Well done, but it's a fucking Bill Belichick hit piece.
So, what I came out of it thinking is a lot of people, first of all, a lot of people were condemning the Crafts for producing it. They're not listed as producers anywhere.
No, they didn't do anything.
Ron Howard and Brian Grazer are the fucking producers. Like, yeah. It's a DreamWorks production. It's not a fucking Kraft production.
The Crafts had influence.
So okay. First of all, yes, of course they did. They own the fucking team that's being spotlighted. So they had some influence on it. But here's more to what I think is the reason it turned out the way it did, which really was the love story between the Kraft family and Tom Brady.
Yes.
The reason I believe it went so far in that direction, especially in the later episodes, is because Belichick refused to answer any questions.
He did.
Throughout the entire documentary. It's like, I get it on your Sunday afternoon fucking press conferences post game where you're just, I'm not going to talk about it. We're on to the next fucking. I get it. I get the gimmick guy, but this is a documentary. Say something. And he sat there saying absolutely nothing, doing the same Belichick gimmick, swigging of water. I'm not going to talk about that. Swig. I'm not going to answer that question. Swig. Oh, it's sad Aaron Hernandez died. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Swig. It's like Robert Kraft was like, I'll talk about fucking everything.
Yep, but he called him a putz at one
point. He
wouldn't
wouldn't shut the fuck up. And Brady, for the most part, was the same.
Yeah, Tom just didn't address
he
topics.
pumped the brakes on a few fucking things, but most of it were very we lost Instagram, but leave it. Don't worry about it. Like he pumped the brakes on a few things, mostly involving very personal interactions. Like he wasn't going to go into excessive detail about his last conversation with Kraft when he was leaving. Kraft was like, well, fucking Giselle came in and said they're not treating my Tommy like a man. First of all, that statement alone is hilarious.
It is.
The fact that you're sitting here calling him my Tommy is emasculating.
It is.
It's like
Which she did. This is why they're not married anymore.
Of course.
I think I can call him Tommy that knows him well.
It does seem that way, but it's a little different when you're having a meeting about him being a man, and you're like, first of all, your supermodel wife is coming in there being like, they're not treating my Tommy like a man. It's like, are you hearing this? Because I know what I'm hearing, and it's not.
It's not good. It's fucking. It's
like he's a grown ass man. Call him Tom for fuck's sake.
His name is Thomas Edward Brady, for fuck's sake.
Especially if you're trying to make a serious point about him being fucking disrespected here.
Yeah, but I think that was just his fucking nickname, man.
I understand where it was coming from. It's just it's hilarious to hear. But yeah, it was definitely it made me really dislike Belichick. Which I feel, and again, I get documentaries. I get their entertainment purposes. They're supposed to find the story, not report on the story. So they find the story, they find the angle, and they fucking skewer in that direction. I get that. And the point definitely became very clear. Belichick isn't going to give us anything. These guys are going to give us everything. And towards the end, Belichick was a problem to these two guys, so that's the direction, and that's where we're going to put the doom and gloom music. It's like, oh, we're going to show Bill Belichick walking on the sidelines. Let's get a big, deep sound of dread. You know what I mean? It's like that.
It was a Belichick hit piece because they were pissed off that he fucked up the Brady relationship.
It turned into a Belichick hit piece.
It was kind of the whole time. It was never. They made sure they showed how cool he was at one point and how shitty he is now.
But also, it's one of those things that, like, yeah, he fucked up that relationship with Brady, but also there was a choice for the Krafts to make.
Yeah, but they thought Bill was right about Brady's how much time he had left, and they kind of made a calculated decision as to, well, Brady's 41 years old. How much longer can he play? Well, 42, and Bill's can coach forever. So we'll pick the guy who's going to coach forever, and they fucked up that decision, right, in hindsight.
I mean, all in all, they both basically lasted the same amount of time. Bill got what, 1 more year out of it?
Bill got 3.
He went 3 more years than Brady.
Yeah, he got.
Time has just been fucking flying.
19, 20. So 19 was his last year. So 20.
That's right. No, it was 2 years ago.
No, 19 was his last year. He won the Super Bowl in 2020.
Yeah.
Then we had Mac Jones for 3 years, right?
Well, oh, you mean with the Patriots? I thought you meant playing.
Okay, no, he played for 3 years, and he played for 3 years.
Yeah.
Tom did
with Tampa.
And gone for 1 with Tampa.
Yeah.
Won the Super Bowl the first year and sucked the next 2.
Exactly. Also the point to that is, yeah, he won a Super Bowl without Bill, and Bill didn't do that.
Well, Bill's not going to win another Super Bowl. It's over. He's not going to get hired.
He's not going to get fucking hired.
No, he's 73 years old. Time to go, bud.
Yeah, exactly.
What was interesting too was the whole Trump thing.
That was interesting.
Devin McCourty basically saying the top 3 people in my organization have aligned themselves with someone I hate and I think is racist.
Yep.
And he definitely said some aggressive things toward the men who were kneeling. And, Kraft's good buddies with Trump for years. Belichick wrote the letter.
That letter was way out of character, by the way.
Yeah. Brady had the MAGA hat in his locker. I imagine that caused some tension.
Sure.
Which was nice to hear the truth, an actual opinion from people, because that was a big controversy at the time. And, the players were pissed. Sure.
The Deflategate stuff brought back some fantastic memories for me. That fucking Ben Affleck, Bill Simmons show was one of the best moments in television. Ben Affleck allegedly drunk on the show.
A little bit.
Allegedly. Tom Brady is so fucking classy.
The Deflategate thing's funny because, listen, he did it.
Of course he did.
They did it. But like Jackie McMullen said, the punishment in the witch hunt, in the spectacle of the whole thing, to make him a cheater in the public eye when it was something everyone did. Aaron Rodgers used to overinflate the balls.
Well, so
a lot of guys did a lot of things. They fucked with the balls. They liked them a certain way.
There was a lot of B-roll clips of balls being fucked with, and I'm looking at. It's like, are you rubbing shampoo on that motherfucker? Like,
no, they do anything they could to make them the way they wanted.
Sanding them down.
Yeah, everyone has a different preference, and everyone did what they wanted. And the NFL required it to be between a certain PSI range, and Tom liked them a little softer, and other people liked them a little harder. So Aaron Rodgers would go to 19 PSI. It was 15 to 18 was the range. Tom would go under 15.
The problem was the Patriots were winning.
The problem was the Patriots were unstoppable.
And hated.
And also they did a lot of things that were shady over the years. Spygate was real. Mm-hmm. They used to beat up the Colts on the line of scrimmage, which caused rules to be changed, which is why the Colts were so pissed at them. Mm-hmm. So the Pats were, I wouldn't say a lot like me in a way, but I like to win things.
So I sent you,
like when I brought Ronnie Dowd to fucking chug off.
Ronnie Deutsch.
Who fucked that up today?
But yeah, you pulled the ringer. You pull the
ringer. You do a competitive advantage.
You pulled the ringer that was within the rules at the time.
They still don't believe that, but that's their fault.
Right, exactly. But no, I sent you a text message with the screenshots. It was two of my fucking favorite retweets of all time, so much so I've kept the screenshots all these years later, is when the Patriots went to the Super Bowl that year. That fucking Photoshop of the Patriots players. It was, Edelman, Brady, Gronk, Kraft, and Belichick, all with their heads superimposed over the NWO, with the comment of something like, "It's good to be bad. How you like them balls, guy," or something like that. And fucking Eric Bischoff and Scott Hall retweeting him.
Fucking beautiful.
Fucking
isn't it?
Like peak moment.
It's class moment right there.
Peak Twitter moment.
Only surpassed by strippers on stage
wearing our shirts. That was literally from my first podcast. That was from the Mike and Billy Show fucking Twitter account. That was now surpassed with that moment where we actually had strippers on stage wearing another podcast fucking t-shirt.
Yes.
Loved it.
I have to go upstairs now.
You do?
I do. It's fucking running late and I have to take a piss.
Are you being told you have to?
No. I've not been told anything.
Okay.
But I have to go piss. I have to piss and I'm out of drink. I have a lot of problems right now.
All right. Well, we'll wrap this up. Overall, I would suggest watching Dynasty. It's on Apple Plus.
I'm just watching
it. All the episodes are available, so find yourself a 7-day trial run and just fucking watch the shit.
Just binge the fucking thing.
Exactly. Plus, Ted Lasso's fucking fantastic.
Oh, Ted Lasso's phenomenal.
Thank you to our sponsors, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage at Buy and Refi, Ben Franklin Print Company at Ben Franklin _Print Co, Twisted Fate Brewing at Twisted Fate Brewing on Instagram for their tap room hours. They're doing March Madness all week long. Mm-hmm. Anthony's Roast Beef.
Starting Thursday.
Anthony's Roast Beef in Tewksbury. Find them on the gram, ARB Tewksbury. Nick's on Essex Street in Beverly. Their Instagram is Nick's. Is it underscore? Nick's underscore pizza Beverly on Instagram. Fibba McGee's kid at Fibba McGee's Beverly on the gram. The Cadillac Lounge Route 1 in Peabody on Instagram. Cabaret Lounge Peabody, and Bella's Roast Beef in North Andover at Bella's Roast Beef. Thank you to all our sponsors. Be sure to join the North Shore Beef's Facebook group to vote for Beef Madness happening this coming weekend.
Absolutely.
Fucking Sweet 16 this weekend. Andy.
God damn.
We didn't do Cunt of the Week. We didn't do Word of the Week. We didn't do Fuck, Marry, Kill.
We talked too much.
But you got a piss. So we'll do all that shit next week. And anything else?
Go fuck yourself.
See you next Tuesday, cunts.
See you next Tuesday.